ever stare at the ceiling, ask if anyone's there? You ever drown in the poison just to say you don't care? This is Project Mayhem. We break what breaks you. What breaks you? Talking don't sell slaves. And the lies they feed you. They feed you from the edge of the system to the light that we choose. Project Mayhem Podcast. We got nothing to lose.
Welcome back, y'all. This is episode 10 of Project Mayhem Podcast. We do got some merch on deck,
Yes,
by
we
the
do.
way. You know, holla at us if you are interested.
Yes, you can DM me.
DM Project_Mayhem_podcast on Instagram, or Casper_Cauldron on Instagram,
Or the real Mr. 1987, or just put in Frankie Anthony DeLeo. You see me pop up.
So as you
it's
can
on
see,
Facebook, Instagram.
as you can see, Project Mayhem does have a new home.
Yes.
We're
Thank
going
God.
to be here indefinitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, 100%. This is the new home.
Yeah.
We leveled up, as we say.
We did level up. I mean, the vibe is so much better here.
More chill. Definitely.
We got a board now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, things are changing, moving
Yes.
on up like the Jeffersons.
Yes.
So, as a guest, we did have a guest that was coming on. She just flaked out or whatever.
Yeah, we talk about
Last-
flaked out. She went into another freaking solar system.
Do it.
Wait on. She's gone.
All right. And, but in Clutch, my coworker
Yes.
decided, I asked him
Yes.
to come on. He lives right up the road. He came on, so we're going to introduce Lonnie.
Hit him with the NWO.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
All right.
What's up, my man?
So,
Appreciate it. Thank you, by the way, coming
No
to
problem.
Clutch,
Yes.
bro.
Thank you.
man.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. So, like, we started this. We were in treatment together.
Yes.
Right? And, you know, what, like 2 months later, we still got it going. And we started off from the first day I met you, you said you wanted to do a
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. I
And-
actually had Project Mayhem in the last 2 years. I had the name ready, tried to do it with a couple people, it kept failing, or we would do an episode and they'd be like, I don't want it out there, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then we met, we talked about it,
And
then,
I had one called Casper's Cauldron.
yes.
So we just decided, you know, let's do it. And it was the first time, at least in my life, that I actually got clean, right? And followed through with what I said. So that
Yes.
first week, we were already recording.
And also, it's another big thing. You meet people, whether it's in prison, in the institution. You meet people all the time. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take over the world. Blah 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 blah. Beep 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 beep. And it's all bullshit. You get out. Nobody hits each other up.
Right.
Or that's it. We came out. We hit the ground running. I picked you up, and boom, rest is history.
So Lonnie, where are you from?
Wow.
I know there's the joke in the
Yeah,
office.
the Joker laugh for that one.
There's a joke in the office that he's from Wyandanch.
Oh, you from the dance?
But you're not from
I'm
Wyandanch.
from Dix Hills. Born and raised.
Oh, Dick Sills. Yeah, I grew up in Queens and moved to East North.
Yeah, I grew up in Dix Hills. I went to high school west.
Okay, you went to
graduated
West.
in 08. And
Brothers, sisters?
I got 2 older sisters.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm the baby
And-
at 35 years old.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because you know, I have it. You're in treatment too. Well,
Yeah,
in recovery.
yeah.
Now, what? Looking back now,
Yeah.
are there telltale signs that you had this problem prior to ever picking something up?
So I remember I had to be like 10.
Okay.
And my parents went to a Valentine's Day dance. And I'm downstairs rolling up oregano, closing it with tape, burning up the couch. My parents came home. Obviously, they smelt it, went downstairs. I had clips laying around everywhere. I think that was a sign from...
100%. Now, did you see like your older brothers doing that? Or
Nah,
something?
bro. My sisters are, straight.
Now, let me ask you a question. I know for me, what played a big influence was music. Like, I remember Eminem, the Slim Shady LP. Religiously remember seeing Vicodin, Ving, Ving, Ving in the Caliber. And then finding Vicodin, my parents' prescription, sitting there, like 13 years old, going, oh, wait, that Eminem was talking about that. I remember being first week in high school, freshman year, in the bathroom. These older kids are in there. It's like, yo, we got X. In my head, I'm like, oh, X. I'm wrapped about X. Boom. Before they could say take a piece, I took the whole Ziploc bag. Bang.
Yeah, for me, it was like Redman and Method Man watching How High. And then, like, I wonder what that's about.
We was always, it was such a culture back
Right.
then for us. Like, you know, the movies, you know what I mean? Like, what was the other one?
Friday.
Like,
Yeah.
it was, but like the drugs, that's the difference.
So for me, it was like Belly.
Belly.
Paid in full.
Oh, great.
And like
Classic.
I'm seeing people sell drugs, not really use them,
Yes.
but like all the girls want to go with them.
Yep,
They
yep.
got the love from the you know the streets. Everyone, you know, you get respect. So that's how I wanted to go, and then I was popular growing up.
Yeah.
So bad boys, you do the drugs.
Yes.
And I
You
just
get the
took
girls.
and I just took that shit
The
and went
respect,
right. I went
yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Now, growing up in Dix Hills, did you start hanging out in the hood, or did you were just Dix Hills?
See, I was the guy that robbed all the Dick Hills these kids. Because I was like, I came from Queens, I had nothing. And like, I used to be looking at them like, yo, why are you, even people in my like, why are you selling drugs? You don't need to.
Right.
Like, like I always said, if you want to go in this little circle, it's all fair love and war. If you
Right.
work for your job, I'm never going to come at you. But
Right.
if you don't, you're going to get the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to take your TV or your money, but, you know, if you want to be in the drug game,
It happens.
This is
It
what
comes.
happens.
It's charged to the game.
I wasn't mad at the cops when every time they come
Yeah.
come knocking for
I
me
was doing
because
wrong
they're doing
anyway.
their job. I'm trying to do mine, and then, you know, we're going to butt heads eventually.
100%. 100%.
But now let me ask you, you guys had some fire house parties back then. I remember going to some parties over there.
That shit was off the chain. Some of these parties. Obviously you've seen Project X.
Yeah.
I've had a couple where it was the streets were flooded, the backyard.
You guys
in
got
the-
some big
in
good
the
properties
crib.
over there, too. That's
Yeah.
what's dope about
I would
over there.
never do that. Like I've had a couple of house parties, but motherfuckers wasn't allowed inside because you're not gonna fuck up my shit.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all gonna leave, and then I gotta, you know what I'm saying, deal with my parents coming home and say what the fuck's going on in my
See,
house.
we had the opposite. Me and my cousin Frankie had our parties at our houses.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, like, we ran that shit like an iron fist. Like, yo, we had enough people. If you were going to mess around, you're going to get a baseball bat to the head. Or you're going to get thrown in the basement. So, like, we actually had at one point people come to us, like, kid, like, yo, my parents are going out of town. Can you guys,
Word.
because I always had the ID for my neighbor, because we kind of look alike. He was a couple years older.
Yeah.
And I would get the kegs, we do jungle juice, and they'd be like, yo, can you just make sure everything is cool?
Right.
We would set up a table.
Right.
It'd be, I remember to this day, $5 for
Yep.
girls, $10 for guys, and $5 for any guy coming in. I don't care if you drink, if you're not drinking.
Yeah.
You gotta pay.
Right.
And then that was it. But you just, like we were talking about the other day, do you notice driving around now, I never see a house party happen.
Oh, no, you don't see kids
Like,
on
do you
bikes,
see,
none of
like,
that.
remember like 20, 30 cars, people
That
outside?
I remember now. I
Like,
mean, we
just
finna
think
go
about it
back in
now.
the summer, so we might see that, but nah, bro, not really.
Dude, there was always a party going on back
Always.
then.
Always with mad
Always.
people and
Yeah.
underage drinking like a motherfucker.
And you would go to, this town's popping, like,
Right.
this town. And then,
a lot of it was like,
Let-
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, as far as, like, so you're doing the oregano. Now, when did it graduate to you actually smoking bud?
Oh, 15.
15.
I started smoking September 11th, 2005.
remember the
wow,
day,
2005.
bro.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
I know the day. I'm weird, but I'm weird with dates.
Okay.
And it was just, I got into 10th grade and, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, and I was at my friend's house, and he was already smoking, so I'm like, yo, let me hit that.
Did you deal with any juvenile problems back then?
Nah,
no
I got
pins, none of
fucking,
that?
nah. I mean, I got beat up on not beat up, but like I stole my mom's car when I was like 12 and I crashed it.
As you should.
Oh, dude, I was the king. I was the king of stealing the car.
I used to do
My
that, too.
neighbor was a detective.
you know I
He used to
was.
tell me
Well,
that,
now that
but-
now
he
that
used
I'm
to
thinking
steal.
about now, I was in 9th grade, but now that I'm thinking about stealing cars, like I went up north for stealing cars.
too.
Like it gradually.
Yes,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes. The
Like,
progression became
right.
yes.
And that was just joyriding. Like and I was good.
Yeah, it wasn't like you weren't going out and doing Gone in 60 Seconds.
Nah,
and,
I was just driving.
Yeah, just having
to
fun.
drive
Yeah.
until
Yeah,
it
they
wasn't.
they called me in the paper the Baron Honda Bandit because I would go right onto the dealership and I would take the car
Right.
and leave. And I had something like 45 cars when I got locked up.
I don't know if you guys remember stealing systems back in the day. I
Oh,
remember we used to take the
yeah,
spark
bro.
plug, break
Please
it.
don't say that. I got 12. I just got brand new 12s in my shit.
No, because nobody does it anymore because they got built-in bows and touchscreen.
Oh,
But back in the
man.
day, I remember I used to break the spark plug, the ceramic.
Right.
So you throw that, it shatters the window, and you just go next door and
Yes.
tap it.
Yes, it
and then
does.
you could just boop, 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 boop.
Yes, it
I
does.
remember stealing decks and subs and this.
Well,
Remember that
remember the
Dexter
ducks that
stealing
you could,
back.
that
Yeah,
you push over.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was big, bro. Deck stealing was,
That was
big back
my
in the
God.
day.
Oh,
I gotta say, like, I think we grew up in the best generation as
That
far
was
as
the
music
best.
goes, as far as just events, things that happened. People were out.
These stupid phones weren't around like
Nah,
that.
bro. I used to fold up the little note, hand it to a chick, like,
Yeah.
yes, no, maybe type
Right.
shit. Like,
Yo, I can be able to call like 30, 40 numbers off the top of my head.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
you
fact.
remembered things.
That's a fact.
Brain work
Or
better.
you would just
fact.
drive around and bump into people. That was the best. Start at the handbook or start here, start at whatever. And then by the end of the night, it's like, yo,
20 people at a
Johnny's
house
having a party across town. Let's go.
Everybody's coming.
But we got so
That's a
crazy.
fact.
Me and my cousin were the same age, same name. He lived in like Plainview, Bethpage, and I'm from East Northport, Huntington.
Right.
And we would just bounce back and forth, back and forth. We would just call it the 631-516 click because
Yeah.
there'd be that many of us. So with that many people, you're always gonna find something to do. It's
Right.
always
Good and bad.
I remember Hillsy's kids. It's funny, right? We're sitting there. You know Elwood Shopping Center?
Of course.
Okay, boom. So
That was a Friday night.
right.
thing.
So this it was probably Friday night. I get a call. I forget where somebody's house. I had this kid with me, Steve. He does not fight or anything. And I get the call. I'm like, all right, let's go. Boom. We're in it. We fly down there. We get to Elwood Shopping Center. We get to the back. It's always like 20 Hillsy's kids. Nobody from there's no phones to call nobody.
Right.
So I'm just like whatever. I pop out. I have one of those little bats, those little what's it called? Louisville Sluggers, the aluminum ones, right?
Yeah.
We used to wear baggy clothes back then. So I
Right.
stuffed that
That
in my
was
pants.
big, bro.
Just Steve's like, what are you gonna do? It's like 20 of them. I said, because I already been locked up at this point, so I already know when shit gets real, everybody stops.
Right.
So I walked up and some kid told us to change. He's like, what are you gonna do? And I hit him right here. Boom. Make sure I hit him in the head. Hit him right in the thing, right? As he goes down, everybody starts running. The cars pull up. And we had a couple black kids with
Yeah.
us. Nobody had guns. And
Right,
I
right.
just, they got guns. And then
Right.
we just started beating. They were trying to hop the fence. It was wild. It was wild.
That's all it takes. You just knock out the one loud
That's
one,
it,
and
bro.
that's it. Everyone will run.
We had a
Everyone-
house. I remember being at St. Anthony's house party, and everybody's like, "Yo, you gotta say
St.
you're from St.
Anthony's.
Anthony's." So in my head, I'm like, I can't wait to not say that. So right, we're sitting there, and they come to me, and they're like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "John Glenn," and everybody's like. All right, now I see everybody getting quiet. Saying these parties are huge
Right.
backyards, like
Yeah.
300 people. So we're with a couple people and girls. They're like, "Yo, let's just get out of here." So we're walking to the front, and now they start popping off. And we're almost by the car. And I look at my boy. I say, "Go get the bat." And he's like, "No." So I had a bottle in my hand. This kid's just running his mouth. I just cock back and blast him. As soon as I hit him, the whole house just rushes it. And we're at the car. We're hitting people with bats. They didn't get to us, thank God. But I was like, nah, I'm like, I have to. You
Yo,
tell me go left, I'm going
Times
right.
was crazy back then.
You couldn't do that now. You'd be sued.
What
Forget about
clubs?
it.
What clubs were you going
Oh, yeah,
to?
well,
Bro,
Bars and stuff.
I can't dance to save my life.
You
Yeah,
never-
but
but you never
we used to
went
post up and chill.
I did a couple of those really, but my
Like-
thing, like, I wanted to just get high and drink.
So you were.
But I'm saying, were you more of a house party person?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm saying, but with the bars too, like, would you go to Huntington Village? Really?
I
When
never did none
so
of that.
so with the weed, when did it graduate?
Um,
Like how long? Because there's a
so when
progression
I
with the
started
disease.
when I started smoking weed, I started selling coke, sniffing coke from 15 years old.
Yeah,
So-
they kind of go hand in hand.
Right,
back
so I wasn't really. I mean, I was a cokehead, not a looking back at it,
Yeah.
but I didn't really. It didn't really get crazy until I was in my early 20s.
then. Yeah, because back then it was fun.
Right.
It was fun. Everybody was trying
But-
it.
but-
Everybody, you know what I mean?
You
It
know,
was-
that's
it
what
was-
they say though. It's like fun, then fun with problems, then just problems.
Listen, I used to call it, we all had a party and bullshit card, right?
Right.
And we used it every weekend. You charge it up a little bit. That shit got burnt out. My card is
Maxed out.
shredded, maxed out. I will never get pre-approved again.
That's why I don't smoke weed.
Exactly.
I can't.
Well,
I mean,
I say that too because I personally I love smoking weed.
of course.
It's my favorite thing. I love weed. But the problem with it is it pushes that goalpost of what I'm willing to do.
I feel like
Right.
once you take that first hit, that first line, that first
Everything.
it darkens your soul.
Right.
You already know that
You get disconnected
yes,
from
yes.
God.
Like you kind of know, like, oh, well, nobody really knows. I can kind of push it, and then you know how that
Now-
story
Before you
goes.
know it, you're doing what you really want to do.
Exactly.
No one knows, but that's the bad
You
part.
cut right to the chase. Let me ask you a question, because I know for you, because I'm 38. We would say 35.
Yeah.
So we're you're a little bit younger.
34.
34. But sorry, I thought I was younger.
I'm the baby.
Yeah. So I knew the painkiller era. That was us.
I never.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I went
well,
straight to dope.
OC80s.
Yeah,
OC80s.
I never
See,
even-
you know what happened? I had spinal surgery in 02.
Oh,
so they were
shit.
giving me straight fatty Oxy
Yeah.
80s. So I got the real stuff. So I already had
OC80s
doctors on
were
lock.
Crazy.
Yeah, so like I had spinal surgery. I my spine pretty much. L4, L5 got eaten away. They were gonna basically remove both. So I saw 3 different doctors. My spine, basically, long story short. Anyway, so they had me on fentanyl shots in the hospital. 80 milligrams of oxy into Lorden. That's at 15 years old.
That's
So you
crazy.
really don't
That
feel
set
it
you
back
up,
then.
though.
You don't feel it back then. So
Nah.
then, fast forward years later, we're about, we used to go to your parents' bar,
Yeah.
and then you would, make water bottles, cut it back with water.
Yeah. I
There
did
was
that.
this tin can thing. I remember reaching up, me and my cousin. I hit something. I like, shh. What the hell? I open it up. It's all my scripts. I remember popping 8 perks
Found
right in the
them all.
kitchen. Bang, bang, bang.
Lifted.
Then some older kid. This was the worst thing ever. It was actually this doctor. It's on Pulaski Road, Huntington Medical Group. It was called. They had a bunch of different doctors in there, and this guy. They were like, "Oh, just see a pain management doctor. You're still in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get the script.
Boom. First, he hits me with 240 per 10.
Yo, they were giving them out
I
like
go to
candy back
CVS. The guy goes $5. I went.
They were
Right.
giving those
I'm like,
scripts
wait,
out.
That's it.
$5?
That's
And
it.
that was the time before it was all connected in a system.
And it was
So
even
you
more
could get them
crazy
and go to different-
the next week, I didn't know this till fast forward now. Next week, I go to a doctor in Nassau. They bumped me up to 80s.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out. They were getting paid per milligram.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
So
they
if
were getting kickbacks.
because they had they had 30s, they had 40s, they had 60s.
Jump 'em
That
all the
came
way
out of
up.
that
Fuck it.
Sackler documentary.
Yes,
They were getting
yes.
crazy kickback, but it also wasn't connected to the system.
Yeah,
So,
like,
so your
long as you
insurance
use
wasn't
insurance,
running it.
you
You
were
could
good.
go here, here, here. There wasn't a
Oh,
portal.
so you didn't just for us, we looked at dope like you do dope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about back in the day.
Yeah.
But until we started all getting withdrawals from pills, we're like, whoa.
Then you knew
'Cause
that
I was-
you were the exact same thing.
I was hanging out. I was 22, and
Okay.
a guy I was hanging out who was like 35.
Yeah.
Lived 3 houses down. He was doing it. So I was drunk one night.
Yeah.
I just fucking got arrested for some bullshit armed robbery shit, and I'm in my head. The judge told me 5 to 30 years. I'm like, my life is over.
Yeah, you're done. You're cooked.
I'm at 22 years old. I don't know what
Yeah.
to do.
What
So
was the charge?
armed robbery.
Oh,
So big,
and
dumbest
that's
stories.
a violent too.
Right.
He said the dumbest
Dumb
stuff.
rushes, ready?
Yeah.
So I'm 21, 22. I'm with this white girl, and I'm selling Xannies. There's only one other guy.
White girls
in-
love Xannies.
Yeah.
There's only one other guy in my neighborhood that sells it. So I'm on some like Al Pacino.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over
I'm
there
gonna
and
get
take
him.
him out
Yeah.
type shit. So while I'm doing that, there was these 3 16 in the middle of summer, 3 16-year-olds walking down the street. The 2 guys I had in my back seat robbed them for their phones, bro. Not even cash, with a BB gun.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's when
know
if
what
you
I'm
don't
saying?
go for the drugs, you try. That's when you get. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
so
cut you off.
that's what really got me into.
Oh, so that's
What got me into the system of
Yes.
like. Then I did 8 months, 5 years probation. I was fucking on probation left and right.
That
So I
was,
kept-
but from the time you thought you were getting to that is
bro,
a
my
great
parents
deal.
fucking hated me.
Yeah.
I was doing dope. I was never. I mean, the guy lived.
did you end up violating that
Of
probation?
course, but after 3 years.
Okay.
So I was
What
in and
the-
out of rehabs.
What was the
Yeah.
breakout on it?
8 months. So
Okay.
I ended up after 3 years. I got caught in probation with a little pisser thing.
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah.
Wizinator.
No, not even, bro. I had that shit in, like, I had
Oh,
that
like
shit
a Visine bottle?
fucking
Yeah.
taped. And,
Or you
like,
just come by?
huh?
Come by and take that bitch?
Bro, they had me in my underwear because I wouldn't give it up. I'm in the bathroom with 2 POs in my underwear, and they're like, yo, drop it. And I got tape all over my shit.
Dude, so you know what I would do? I would be so stupid. Like I know, like I would just get out of getting released, right? I remember Sons of Anarchy. I'm a big Sons of Anarchy guy. You see it on my wrist, right?
Okay.
Right. So it's the season finale. It's the season premiere. So we're sitting there, and I have like I just filled the script. I had like 240. I'm like, dude, what? I don't know. I'm gonna get drug tested in the morning at court. What am I in my head? I'm like, I can do
that.
one.
Yo, that is-
I'll figure it out in the morning. Boom! I got no fake piss. There ain't nothing open that early. I walk in, right? I'm like, damn. So, right? I piss dirty. They're like, yo, so they're like, you gotta go upstairs. I know I'm getting locked up.
Right.
So, boom, dip to the car, call my boy. I take, you remember those old skater shoes? They
Yeah,
had,
with the zipper.
well, no, this one, it said right here, stash spot.
Oh, yeah,
Stash spot. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I call my man. I'm like, yo, take this. I put 40 in one,
Yeah.
40 in the other. I get because now if you wear neutral colors in Nassau County, so like gray, white,
Oh, they let you
black,
keep. I've never been to Nassau.
Yeah, so I get now. I'm popped like 5'6". I'm 7. I go upstairs. Now they think I'm a flight risk.
Right.
So I'm gone for hours. I finally go back into court. My lawyer's just like, yo, go back. I'm sitting there rolling. She's like hitting me with all this crazy bail. I'm just laughing because I know I ain't making bail. So anyway, we get to the county. The guy takes my shoes. He looks at them, smacks them, throws them to me. And I'm like, oh,
got it.
But still, point being is I'm getting high in jail, knowing they're gonna test me the day I get out of jail. So like the whole point is the insanity. So when I got out, the judge is like, "How are you still high?"
I got that. I was getting high in jail.
Yeah, well,
I'll get clean when I get out.
And she didn't. She was
She didn't
just,
jack it?
Well,
no,
that's
she was like, "Come on." She said, when you snuck it in, obviously. I'm like,
doesn't have to be me.
that's the disease at its finest.
like
though.
you think
know
you
you're
could
gonna
beat
get
this-
drug
yes,
tested
no.
tomorrow,
That was the whole point.
and you're like, I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out tomorrow. And then you wake up like, oh my god.
And then when you're
what the
going
fuck
into
was I
jail,
thinking?
and
Now you
they
wanna be
don't
sad.
they don't get it,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is a freebie.
Yep.
And then you're off to the races. In
I never
jail.
brought. I tried to bring shit. I knew I was going in. I swallowed weed. I went into to go in, and they're like, "Yo, we're not ready for you." I'm like, what?
All that preparation.
I done swallowed a condom. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's happening?
Honestly, the
so
best-
now
yeah.
me, I'm like, all right, well, now I know I got like a little eighth in my body.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for it to come out,
Yeah, yeah.
and of course I'm gonna smoke it. I was gonna smoke it in there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste it.
Better swallow it than put it in that.
See,
good old prison
I used to
pocket.
like to bring it just so I get my commissary up and get.
Oh
every-
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you get
Now-
everything real quick.
Yes, now you're good. You're
I
like,
had to do it the opposite way because, like, when I go to jail, my parents do not fuck with. Like, it was like cute, you know. The first time I got
Yeah.
locked up, they'd help me.
you out a
They-
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I brought the pills in
Right.
to get because nobody's gonna tell me.
I
money.
had to fucking. I mean, like, so I did 2 years back when COVID hit
Oh, okay.
for stealing cars,
Yeah.
and like I was getting people to bring cigarettes in to the visit, and then I was on the outside cleaning crew.
Yeah.
So then I go outside, grab it, bring it in,
Stash it.
Yeah.
and then sell it.
Yeah.
And that's how I got my. And I
Oh,
only
you
got
were
the
probably making a
essentials.
killing off those
I only got the
doing something.
essential though. I only got my toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, and then soap and shit like
You
that.
know what I mean? The
That
killing
was
with
it.
cigarettes was I was getting in from a townie actually. I was doing work on a facility. I remember Newport 100 was $3. It was $3. I'm sorry. This is how we inflated it. And then Newport short was $2, and a Rollie menthol was $1. The Rollies would jack up
And
the
you could
prices.
just break down that cigarette and make.
And
a
I
lot
would
of
never keep that shit in
Rollies
my
into it.
cell. You know what I mean?
But up north,
I
you
would-
get the whole pack for
Yes,
$3,
yes,
and
yes.
that stretches longer than a pack of
Yes,
Newports,
yes,
Yeah,
and you can
man.
put shit in it.
Well, that was the thing. Like I remember, being scared to go to prison
Yeah, I
because you
was.
hear all these
See,
stories
I
of
was
what
the
prison's
opposite.
like.
I was like,
And then
I was
you
always a
get
big
there.
jack.
Yeah, but being big isn't always
No,
good.
no,
because
but
now
wait,
niggas want to test you
Well,
because
not
it's
even
like
that.
this is
What I learned was you show respect.
true. That's all.
And like I
yeah.
knew I was
they
doing my
also-
hands, but like I wasn't that arrogant dude. Like I'm that quiet dude. I'm not gonna yell and scream.
Well, they
like if
also
you're
have the
gonna get
rules.
if you see me get quiet, it means I'm about to hit you. But I'll give you a way out and be like, yo, do you really want to do this?
Right.
Like, yo, if you bump me, I'll be, yo, excuse me, my
pardon.
bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, that's what I learned young up there was, yo, be respectful.
That's
Well,
all
they
it
also
is.
Treat
say
everybody like
they
a
say
man.
the rules are stay away from gangs, gambling, gays, and homos
And drugs.
and drugs.
Drug
Gays,
dealers,
gambling,
yeah.
gangs.
See what did it for
drugs.
me. I'm at the yard and I'm at the very end because I'm just pacing or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo,
Ulster, downstate.
Ulster.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, no one's coming to save me if I get into a fight right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody. And they got bats. You play with it's upstate, so you know what I'm saying. You do
Yeah.
whatever. No one's coming to save you. So if your hands don't work, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And that's I'm thinking like, yo, no one is coming. Like you gotta. This is where I want to live over drugs.
Yes, exactly.
and
That's
the
why,
thing.
like, you ever heard that Wes Watson story, which he's like when Wes Watson, you know Wes Watson, you familiar
No.
with them? You know Wes Watson, right?
yeah.
So he was like this.
He's smoked now.
He smoked like a pack of Newports. Anyway, he came
Especially
out of
since he was
prison. He was
talking all
a
that
big,
shit.
jacked up white dude,
Yeah.
and you know he
He had a
but
podcast, he
his
was
stories,
talking a lot of
yeah,
shit.
but his stories didn't make sense because I I did a little bit in
people,
Cali. I lived in
and
Cali.
people checked him too.
Yes, well, I lived in Cali. He was in out-of-state prison, the private prison. But because you don't go up there with that rah-rah, especially over there.
No.
Because listen, anybody with that
a whole
rah-rah,
different
I don't
time.
care how big you are, like we just talked about.
Right.
They'll send a crash-out squad after
Yeah.
you, okay?
Don't even
or
care.
that big may hit you, and then they send a crash-out squad. Or somebody will poke you up. Like, bro, you will get touched. It's the guy that's respected. Obviously, you still get, that doesn't mean shit. You always have your enemies. Yo, you could be walking by, looking somebody's cell by accident. That guy might be stashing his shit.
And it's
be like,
only the kids.
Yeah.
Like people that are our age,
No, they
we
don't
too old for
want
that.
shit,
Unless
yeah.
you come to my crib with it,
yes.
I'm not. You're
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
The kids,
or the guys that be
like
drinking the
green that
hooch,
are
you getting
playing
all...
razor tag.
Well,
It's
that's
like green.
Yeah, or Rikers. I never was on Rikers. I heard
I never.
Rikers.
Yeah, I
heard
don't go
Rikers.
out to the city to commit no crimes, and I don't go out to Nassau.
Also, Suffolk County is the furthest away from all these prisons, so you usually know who's from Long Island or
Yeah.
visiting day.
I was always stuck in Nassau, man.
I know.
Like,
I
what a
Nassau.
shithole. I heard that.
I heard
I got
Nassau was
Mercer.
worse.
Yo, they locked me.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
I got,
the
bro,
story's
this is
wild.
the worst, right? So I got into an argument with the CO. He stuffs me, and you know, you have 72, you stuff in
Yeah,
little
yeah,
cells.
yeah.
I don't know how Suffolk is, right? So you're like in a little tier, there's like this little ass cell, right? So he sticks me in one where the sink and toilet are completely covered to the top with piss, shit, and throw up.
You know the tier toilet.
Yeah.
the tier
I am-
toilet room.
You know, you never sleep against the bars.
No.
Bro, I'm like this. I can't eat. I'm throwing up. Bro, it gets to the point when they popping for that 1 hour. People like, yo, kids die. Like, I was
Right.
using the bed. People will, no, people don't give a shit.
Right.
People like, yo, he's gonna die in that shit. Fast forward, I get out. I had a little ingrown, I still got the hole in my leg. I had ingrown hair like this. Right? I'm sitting in my house. I see like a bump. I try to drain it with a syringe. Hey, so, juice around. I'm trying to drain it. Ain't nothing happening. This girl, thank God, comes over and she's like, yo, you're burning up. She takes my temperature. I'm at like almost 105.
No
She takes me
shit.
to Huntington Hospital. The doctor's like, oh, I always see cysts, blah, 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 blah. I remember it was right here. I couldn't even put my pants in here. She hits me with the local and whatever, the Lorden,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of like, I've been eating fucking Roxy's all day. Not doing anything when you have infection. So the first time I feel her cut it in,
Yeah.
I throw the doctor. I'm like, what the? She's like, all right, it's got to be really bad. And I can see her face like, damn, this is bad. So they hit me with more local, up the pain meds. I feel her slice it in with the scalpel, slice it in, slice it and stick it in. I throw her across the room. They're like, oh my God. So they thought it was a staph infection with MRSA.
Yeah.
So,
which is crazy.
which they had operated 3 times. I was in ICU, almost died.
Versus hard.
They-
jail.
Yeah, from jail. Because that cell, God knows what bacteria's in there.
It's so
From
nasty.
ingrown
bro.
hair.
That shit is
Nobody
so
people-
Well,
nasty.
that's why, I mean, Suffolk County, we just won an $18 million lawsuit against
I
Suffolk
still ain't
County
get that
because
bread, bro.
How screwed up. It's supposed to be here by the 15th. I qualified, I know that.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, it took
Hell
me a
yeah.
minute to
Trying to get
qualify
there,
too
yeah.
because they tried to like shut you out. So you had to fill out the form, right? And then they would send you something in the mail that now you got to send something to the jail to get what dates you're locked up. And a lot of
I
people,
have them.
a lot
when
of
you-
people
because
didn't
when
want
they
to do
release
that.
You, they give you the picture.
Yeah.
You was incarcerated from this time. I spent enough time in there. I spent close to 4 years in there.
Right.
Just alone on county time. So
And a lot of people didn't do it. So it started out there was something like 20,000 people part of the
Right.
class, and I think as far as now like 4,500.
yeah.
So that just made all our checks go up from like $200 to like $5,000
That's like
each.
this Suboxone lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suboxone's bro, I did that in jail one time. I'll never do that
That
again.
you need to screw you up
Bro,
in prison.
that
Oh,
shit.
bro,
I
people-
will-
Which
people get
crazy
hooked.
is like when you have a habit and you take a sub, you're good.
Yeah, you're fine.
But if you don't have a habit and
I-
you take a little piece of that sub,
You are
and that just
ghost.
goes to show how hard it is to get off because now there's people on Sublocade and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because it's hard to get off Sublocade.
You know what I used?
What?
What's that shot they give you in the ass?
Sublocade.
No, not that.
Vivitrol.
Yeah, that
Vivitrol,
one.
That's
yeah.
that was
That
good
was
for
for
drinking.
Yeah.
Well, it
Oh,
works.
yeah.
Because with me, it started with my drink, and then I would start doing other dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I stayed away from drinking, I
Right.
could curb everything
Listen,
else.
I stopped drinking. It was like probably almost feel like really, really stopped drinking. Maybe I had one slip up between all that. 15 years ago, really it happened 2005. I remember it was in a hop. Remember Bogart's? You ever been to that place? Oh, you never really. It was like the last bar by Hofstra. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm already out on bail in Suffolk for possession of intent to sale. Sitting there, we're at this bar and we're at a Hofstra lacrosse frat party behind it. And we kicked in the fence. We're going back and forth. So I remember getting kicked out of the bar for whatever, and I see all my boys fighting. You
Yeah.
hop in, boom, boom, boom. We're stomping out all these hips and queens. That ends, right? And next thing I know, all of a sudden some kid just runs up and just boom, hits me in the back of the head. We start fighting. Long story short, he ends up in a coma. I go on a run, blah, 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 blah. The whole point is that I couldn't tell you that kid's name to this day. I couldn't tell you what it was over.
Blacked
This
out.
guy, he
Blacked
almost
out.
died.
Blacked
And
out.
so I started learning. I get into all these fights, waking up a random chick. All this stuff was drinking.
Right.
When I was on pills, I wasn't running around like a maniac. Yeah, I did
Slow it down.
Yeah, I'm chilling. And also, I did so much crime. Like I was always robbing drug dealers and stuff, and always in some type of beef. Or
that's
mix. Like drinking, you get caught slipping like that.
Yeah.
It's like Xanax.
At least you take a pill or two, like back before it got bad, and plus, like you could drive. Cops didn't care. Oh, that's your script, no problem.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
Right.
Xanax the same thing. It makes you
Oh,
black
Xanax,
out. Like
yeah,
that's why they call it
Xanax.
Xanny bar.
Oh, how many times you been locked up with somebody? You're like, yo, what'd you do?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
I'm like, damn, motherfucker, you don't remember.
You don't remember. Imagine killing somebody or getting into a
don't
car
remember?
accident.
So
Your
I
whole life
watched it
gone.
on Facebook where the guy
Yeah.
wakes up and he's like, yo, I just killed somebody. Like, yo, you're in here for
crazy.
Vic Hill or whatever. You just killed 2 people. Like, damn, bro. Like, overdrink. Like, that kid, that 20-year-old I was talking about today at work. That kid that killed the cop in Nassau, yo, it's quiet for him, bro.
Oh,
Over. Life's over.
Bro,
He's
first off,
20
they're
years
gonna make
old.
your time
Under the jail.
rough.
And because you
Rough.
killed the cop, the baby born,
Yeah.
the husband's a cop. Bro, it's
man.
quiet for that dude. But I
That's
feel
it.
I feel bad
And
because
you know what? It was a stupid decision.
Right.
I'm sure he wasn't a bad kid.
Right.
He just and he was just in the wrong place, the wrong time. Like any one of us could have did
100%.
Bro, there's times I drove,
100%.
that car was on the front lawn cocked. I don't know what I did. Dude, my God.
I've run from police a couple times
Yeah.
where like I know somebody got 27 years. He killed a whole family and then his passenger and a dog over just a stolen car.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Think about this. All those cars I stole.
And I'm trying to get
driving.
away so I
Not
could get
caring.
my next one. Not
Yeah.
caring, but then after once I get away, I'm like, oh, I could have killed somebody, bro.
And imagine-
Not even me.
And then you think in retrospect, what if I was in that other car?
But I had
All
a
my
fu-
peoples was in the car.
I had a funny one, which it's not funny, but right. So I'm sitting there, I'm about to go re-up, and it's 7:00 in the morning, so I'm pretty banged up. Not drinking, just been up, around selling drugs all night. And I'm on what's it? Not Pulaski. It's right by Tri Village over there. I forget what road. Maybe it's Park, not Park.
Park is a fucking giant piece of shit.
It was
And you get no service.
Broadway, right?
Yeah.
I'm on Broadway. And the house is right here. Left lanes up, left turn signals on. I'm just sitting there. It's like 7:00 in the morning.
Sleep.
Right? No, nothing. I'm dead weight. I'm happy. About to go re-up. All of a sudden, I see this Tahoe flying.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I see them like with the left. She must have been trying to go around me.
Yeah.
We kept looking and hit me doing like 60. Blasted me onto somebody's front lawn. So now, what do? I just keep gunning. Now I'm driving through people's front lawns. Bro, park the car. Have the guy, one of his runners, come get me. They come get me, sneak me into the house that all these cops are in front of, and we're at the window, we're getting high, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God. So like, that wasn't my fault, but still, like,
It don't
I could
matter.
have got somebody, bro, I was so banged up, she hit me doing like 60, and I was at a dance. Oh my God, because I was messed up, I obviously wasn't going to
crazy.
figure it out. And
It's the things that while we're under the influence that it's mind-boggling.
It's insane. It's
what
insane.
made you finally decide, yo, this is it?
So I had my son May 17th. Actually, his 8th birthday's coming up.
Oh, nice. Very
yeah,
nice,
little
very nice,
Lonnie.
nice.
I had him. I was 27, going to 28.
That's the one you brought to the office?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other day?
yeah.
Gave
So-
those cards to?
I didn't know what was on him. He gave me these cards.
I
I
gave
don't
him a
look-
pack of these cards, right? Called Goddess Story. There's a whole bunch of chicks in like bikinis.
I had no idea.
And he's like, here, look at these. And I'm looking at him like, yo, this dude's crazy. I had like some Pokemon cards. I was like, yo, let's trade.
Right.
Yeah.
So I come back to the office and I'm like, what was on those cards? I finally looked and I'm like, oh man, I did bad on that one. But
So your son was born and that's kind of what
So no,
catapulted you
so
toward?
I started smoking crack when he was like a year and a half. Then I did my 2 years. When COVID hit, my baby mother like for the first like 3 months, and then COVID hit and she stopped. Like she didn't. It was dead fucking silence.
Yeah.
So when I came home, I got him back. I was in and out, but I got hired like a month later.
Okay.
So then I got arrested again, stealing cars, and then his mother dubbed me again. So then, at the time, I got married, and I was having my daughter. So when she was born, I was clean. I was in a sober house out east with Bobby Hartman.
Oh God, Bobby.
Right,
Bobby Hartman.
Yo, he just did to some guys. Quick side note on that guy. Somebody just told me that, right? I guess he didn't pay the rent to one of the houses.
Yeah.
Those older people go, yo, you got like a week to get out. I'll find you guys room. Actually, he must have been just pocketing all that money.
He has to.
But this is the thing with Bobby Hartman, right? You could go in the winter and he'll put your rent up in the summer for the AC.
Yeah.
But you go in the summer, he'll put your rent up in the winter for the
For the
heat.
heat.
I heard bad things about that.
Yeah,
man.
bro, it was
He's-
He
terrible.
loves women.
Yes, he does. So I'm out there. She get, we give birth to my daughter Cassidy, and we move back to Huntington actually.
Okay. H-Town, baby. H-Town.
And
What
I'm,
side? South side or station?
like right by the hospital.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a park that's
Yeah. Oh my God.
That part.
Dude,
There was a nail salon that I lived in the back, so I would
Yeah.
come home and there'd be Maseratis, bands. Like, go, why the fuck are all the way? Where are they going?
Yeah.
Turns out there was a rub and tug in the front. I had no idea.
Huntington got a nice village, though.
No, it's
Oh,
good.
village of
I have
Huntington is
torn
nice.
that village up. That park you're talking about,
Yeah.
I threw what was remember those metals, those big ass heavy metal garbage cans? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ones
yeah.
with
Yeah,
They
the
ha-
drums.
Yeah.
No, the ones that like they were kind of like not see through, they like looked like vents, like
Yeah, and they
yeah.
had the clear
Yeah.
bag in the middle,
Yeah,
and you could
I threw that through a cop's back windshield when you were sleeping. We were like 14.
Savage.
That
Yo,
is-
I-
Hey,
so
hit the button.
I live
Hit
right
the
on.
button. Hit the
hit the
button.
button.
I
Hit the
live
button.
right on.
Yo, hit the button. Hit the button. Oh no!
He shit the bed on that.
Damn! I wanted the bong.
He did so bad. That was your chance, and you shit the bed.
Hold on. How about
That one. Yeah. Oh, got that cop. What up?
So check it. So, I got arrested again. Went upstate.
Okay.
She would not answer my calls. She actually blocked it, which at the time we had a little custody agreement that she was supposed to answer,
Yeah,
but she
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Now I'm
That shit goes
thinking
right
about
outside,
it coming back. Like I had no reason to be in that little boy's life.
Yeah.
I was getting high, stealing cars, fucking around with guns. I was just all the way in the street. There's no place for a kid in that lifestyle.
right.
So I came home and I was like, I want my son, because I was already seeing my daughter.
Yeah.
I want my son. So I.
Got you motivated.
Bro, and I'll tell everyone to this day, like, that was the only reason why I went to rehab.
That's what's up, though.
I wanted my little boy. That was it. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what's up.
So I went to rehab. I was like, because I've been to 13 different places.
Yeah.
Let me try. You know what I'm saying? Let me do
See
what
what
they
it's
say.
about.
Right.
Yes. Let me take the suggestions.
Right.
finally.
So, and that's coming from someone who, like, I'm sneaking out of my crib.
Yeah.
I'm fucking doing whatever I got to do to get high, bro.
Right.
Whatever, right? So I'm like, let me take suggestions. 90 and 90, get a sponsor, home group, commitment, fucking people, places, things. I'm living at a sober house in Port Jeff. Bro, there's 22 people in the house, 21 of them are getting high, drunk, ODing. And my dude, the plug
Sound like Wes's house.
it was
Remember
a
the one in
second.
the city he told us about?
Oh,
when
my
he turned it
God,
out? You
yes.
got to watch one of these episodes with our boy Wes. So the story is he goes to the city, right?
Yeah.
And he's in this sober house. He's there for 30 days. And he starts getting high. They want to kick him out. But he learns about squatters' rights.
Right.
So he's like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
They call the cops. The cops are like, he actually has a right to be here, right? So they end up moving his roommates out of his room.
No shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a punishment.
Right.
And he just keeps getting
They try removing his furniture. The cops like, nope, that's his. Put it back in.
It's funny because a lot of these sober houses, they are like the real, like the Seafields, for
Yes,
instance.
yes.
They'll bag your shit up and have
yeah.
it, like,
Yeah.
that's illegal.
Yes, it is.
100%.
People just don't call the cops.
Right,
Like,
because I'm already fucked up. My
yeah,
parents
or we got
know.
legals or
Right,
something.
right.
But if you
So
don't
they
got
just-
that,
Nah, a lot of people don't know that though.
yeah,
or they don't know the law.
Right.
So, okay. So this is perfect time. So there's this company, right, that
Oh, yes.
that reached out to us. It's called
Attorney Shields.
Attorney Shield, right?
Yeah.
And so what this is, it's an app that you download, right? And let's say you get pulled over, right? You pay for the subscription. If you guys, we're actually going to be, hopefully next week,
Yes,
we'll have our own code.
like the promo code.
You get 10% off or whatever. But it's an app you download. So if you get pulled over, you open up the app.
And
then-
there's a lawyer right there.
So
right?
there's a lawyer
Yep,
there,
yep.
and they'll talk to the cop for you. You know what I mean? Because the thing is that like
Yeah, you know what?
So
because sometimes you would like listen. It's happened to
you
me.
incriminate
guys,
yourself.
Yo, can I
Cops will
search your car?
violate
Can I
you.
pop your trunk? Well,
No.
I didn't do nothing. There's no probable cause.
Right.
You just pulled me over for speeding
Cops
or like
will
people
violate
just and then you could have that lawyer dispute that or at least and now you have represented and then
and they're eyewitness.
And I don't
eyewitness.
have to say nothing.
yes, because you know if you pull out your phone and try to do the whole
they could
now
go-
they have a professional talking to them and you know
But
at least
9
it's-
times out of 10, bro, I've been pulled over. If I'm just not a dick, they
Yes.
don't fucking bother me.
yes.
And I'm black, and the whole, black people,
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter, cops. Listen, cops kill white people too.
Yeah,
Let's keep
all
it
the
a
time.
buck.
Yeah.
It's just not publicized because
Yes.
they're white and no one cares.
Yeah.
But when you kill a black person, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fucked up the way they do it.
Yeah.
But I'm having an issue right now. Well, not an issue, but that cop that killed the guy. The fuck are you doing? The cop that killed in the city, the undercover, the guy was on a moped or whatever. He threw a cooler at him. Yeah, he was a criminal, but did he deserve to die? No.
No, yeah.
No matter what.
I don't think you were talking to the mic.
No.
No, your headphone.
Oh, what about it?
Put it on because it's getting feedback.
Oh
You
shit.
hear that?
So no matter. That
Oh,
good?
so what happened? He threw.
It might be you. Put your headphones away on.
Is it good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
So he threw a cooler. The guy was trying to flee. He threw a cooler and he fell. He died. So the cop got sentenced 3 to 9.
What,
But
did the cop shoot him? Or
no, he just threw a cooler.
Oh, well, so the cop threw the gun.
Yeah, he was undercover.
I'm sorry, it's pretty funny.
He cracks him. He goes down. He dies.
I mean,
the cop gets 3 to 9, but they allow him to be out on bail while appeal. Now that's if you and that's it. I mean, me or you.
Oh, yeah, we're cooked.
We're not getting out for an appeal.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone's like, oh, he did a great job. The guy was a criminal. What does that have to do with what you
All
did?
3 of us are criminals.
Right.
Right.
I deserve to die?
Exactly.
Yo,
This is the world we live in.
Listen, we live in the this is one of the worst time periods. And this is all, I seen this interview years ago. This is years ago. And this interview is from the 1980s. This KGB guy, right, defected to America. This is what he said. Not my words. This is his.
KGB is wild.
Yeah, so it's like the CIA.
Yeah,
from
right,
there.
right.
He was saying is they're going to bring down this country in a couple different ways. They're going to bring down the male patriarch of the family, meaning, divorces, making, the men not, especially straight
Well,
white
it's
men.
feminism shit.
Yes, feminism, bringing in, not talking about women's rights. I'm talking about just divide and conquer. And he goes, they're going to put stuff in the food, in the air, in the water to boost estrogen.
Well,
So-
you saw Alex Jones talk about the shit in the water to make the frogs gay.
So the estrogen, so that's what happens. That's why you're seeing. Remember kids our age? They were much bigger.
Bro,
It wasn't all. I'm
No.
not saying. Listen,
when I can't imagine 15-year-old me stealing or smoking a cigarette, bro. I
Yeah.
was like 80 pounds soaking wet. Now, I would go to
this
Taco
shit?
Bell and this guy is 6'6", and I'm like, bro, let me ask you, how old are you? He'd be like 16. Like, how?
oh well, no, I was talking about the opposite effect.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
it depends on what their family. So basically, what I'm trying to get at with all the estrogen is.
Yeah.
What does estrogen do? Makes girls more.
Feminine.
Not
It makes
feminine,
guys more feminine.
Make guys more feminine. How
Well,
you
that's-
having
well, that's the whole
There was
tranny
no
shit.
trans yet. No,
But
listen, I'm not knocking any
Right.
of that. I'm saying is kids should be
No.
thinking
it was,
those thoughts.
It was always there.
Yes.
More probably in, the 70s.
Yes.
Like, there was, that was always there.
Yes,
But
but
it's
like,
more
I'm
pushed
saying
now.
It's pushed in
and he says
everything.
they're
TV
going to do
shows,
this.
all that.
And he talked about this. He says it's going to take decades. The psyop.
Bro,
And look
check
at
it.
now.
My daughter's about to go to kindergarten, right? You can't get them shoes that light up.
Why?
Because if a school shooter comes in, the light will notify the school shooter of where you are. This is the world that we're living in, bro. I can't even get my kid light up shoes.
Listen,
That's
that whole man. There's so
I
many
can't- you know what I'm
false
saying?
flags. I don't know. That should be a Patreon episode. I can't really talk about that.
Are the shooters autistic?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
But
Listen,
now they have the
but-
doors locked behind.
but-
they're
yeah,
they're
but
stepping
they-
up their
listen,
game.
But they all got cell phones.
Yes, listen.
Yeah, but now you can't have the cell phones in school.
Listen. If you guys remember Columbine,
Yeah, I
that
do.
was real.
April
You've
20th,
seen people
1999.
jumping out.
Right.
You've seen. I watched it live.
I'm gonna be quiet on this one.
Now you see Sandy Hook. You seen kids walking out like this, no cops running in.
No.
You see, I seen. Okay, this guy, I forget his name. He actually will show you the FEMA training drill for that
Right.
day. That school wasn't even serviced. The kid's picture, you only see one. All these active shooters, you never see a trial or they kill themselves. There's
Yeah.
one picture of the kid. They show his room on two different newscasts. His room are two different colors, two different things. There's no background on the person. There's no story. But that's how you keep controlling gun control. How you control.
Let's talk about Charlie Kirk. Does
Charlie Kirk.
show
Oh,
up?
geez.
You know what? I was upset because I didn't know his name until he died.
Yeah,
and I was
right.
like, oh, I love that guy. Not, you know what I'm saying? But he died for speaking his mind. You
true.
might not agree with me. You might not agree with me.
No. This is the whole. I don't
Yo,
care
that
about what.
fucking, they got him by the
shooters-
fucking neck.
But no, this is how they got. I found. Listen, I've been doing this for 20-something years. So
Candace Owens. Shout out to Candace Owens.
she talks
She's
about this,
real
right?
Close
So
on
there
that.
was a.
Tucker
They
Carlson,
had,
too.
Listen. Tell me this is not crazy. They had a device built.
Right.
Oh,
Or pen mic, right?
Right.
That goes off, that detonates to kill, right? There's a patent and everything. It was delivered.
to Donald Trump too.
I don't know about that part, but it was delivered a couple days before that speech, right? So the pen mic was supposed to go. It went off like upside down, apparently, right? That's why the small caliber bullet hit him, right? That's why you ever seen the footage from the back? That's why he jerked. Like
Right,
you
yeah.
can see it goes up and then goes through his scalp, whatever. But the whole point. Okay. But what's it called? The same place that built that, the building blew up the week later. The building blew up.
Never even heard of that.
Okay, so you're gonna. So listen, I shoot 30-06 rounds, right? I should have a rifle.
Allegedly.
That would have blew a hole through him like this.
It was a small,
Oh,
and that was a sniper?
no. Okay, they show you the sniper, but then there was two people on the ground that said they shot him.
Well,
Nobody shot him. It
A
was
whole
the-
bunch of people with those maroon
Yes,
shirts.
yes.
Because
Listen.
you think
and-
about it, that's just like, if it's a
30-06 would have
Yo,
blew
on
him.
top of that-
There
a
was no
45
blood.
would have blown his
Yes.
fucking.
Oh, there was no blood until he hit the floor.
His defense is mopping the floor with the DA, right?
Yeah.
As far as evidence and all that.
Bro, that
yeah.
kid, that's why listen, he's probably in the psyop. That's why they shut up. They don't say nothing. There's no big trial. The only one out of everybody was Harvey Oswald because he knew he was getting screwed. And look, he was about to say something. They killed him on live camera, on
that's
live
why,
news.
I mean, I've been saying this ever since JFK. It's been Israel, bro. They've been behind all.
No,
of
they
it.
weren't behind.
They've been
No, they
behind
weren't
that.
behind that.
They've been behind the Twin Towers.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
no, it's a joint thing. So like, JFK
Epstein.
was George Bush Senior was head of the CIA. The Cubans, there was the mob. They did like a whole hit squad for him because what was he doing in his last speech? Taking down rogue agencies, secret societies, the Federal Reserve.
He was
Right,
talking
right.
about gun violence
Yes,
fucking literally
right, yes.
2 seconds.
I mean,
Yes.
but even now, you take a look at all these politicians, right? And like the Israel in the Bible ain't the Israel that was made in 1948. That's number one. Number two is that AIPAC, right? JFK wanted AIPAC. It had a different name back then, but he wanted them to register as a foreign lobby, right? Clipped, right? And now all these senators and whatnot, Ted Cruz, all of them, they all take that AIPAC money. And
Listen.
and that's another reason. I mean, Charlie Kirk didn't want to take that AIPAC money.
Nah, because it's
Listen, here's what you
conforming.
gotta realize: anybody voted in does not have power.
Right.
It's the people behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you
The shadow
realize?
government.
Listen, if you think for 1 second that the elite care about borders, give a shit about religion? No, it's all about controlling the world.
And it's money.
And listen, it's money and there's secret. Like, I know the Middle East. There's now you know where I'm gonna go with this. There's hidden portals and there's technology and there's goes way deeper than just no. It's nothing to do with oil. And I'm telling you, you got to think money. When you're at that certain point, it's about controlling the world. It's not about money. I mean, money is part, but they have money.
I brought this up. I mean, I know you know. I'm not sure if you know, but so like the textbooks we grew up with, right? All of them got McGraw-Hill on it.
Right.
So, Ghislaine Maxwell,
Yeah.
Jeffrey's
Yeah.
co-part,
Yeah.
right? Her father is Robert Maxwell, and
Okay.
he owned a printing press, right? And it was the printing press that this McGraw-Hill textbook got printed by. Now, McGraw-Hill is owned by the Rothschilds, right? So the Rothschilds have a big foothold in what the children learn because they don't want them to be businessmen. They want them to
Yes.
be worker bees.
Yes.
They want them to think within this box.
Listen, still the first false flag was
That's
the
true.
Titanic. That's when the Federal
Oh, yeah.
Reserve. Remember, when they started looking for the evidence for Titanic, that's when James Cameron dropped the movie.
Yeah.
So now everybody goes, "Oh, that's the documentary. That's what really happened."
I mean, another person that is prolific, right, and a very intelligent man was Nikola Tesla.
Oh,
right?
forget about it.
Now-
Tesla had free
now-
energy, bro.
Now, Nikola Tesla, right, was living in this hotel in this city,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And there was a CIA agent that was a couple doors down. Now, the CIA agent happens to be Donald Trump's uncle, right? Now, Donald Trump's
Mr.
uncle
Trump.
goes
Yep.
in. There's a whole bunch of trunks. They documented like 45 trunks.
Oh, you know how they killed him, right?
And out of the 45 trunks, I think only 27 of them made it back to the headquarters.
he had a lot of it in his head because he was getting information from higher beings.
Well, I mean, there's the Wardenclyffe site out here that we actually asked the Long Island Paranormal people about.
Yes,
They went over
yes.
there. But I mean, Nikola Tesla was a really smart guy, and he said, "You want to know the truth of the universe? Think of in the terms of energy, frequency, and weight."
Listen, I could do this actually with it's insane. We should.
Oh
we
yeah,
should,
this thing.
Right? No, it's not that. It's close like that, right? So say I did it in front of like 30 people, and this is just me doing this, right? So say it's us four, right? We put one person in a plastic chair, it has to be on grass, no metal
Yeah,
touching,
you put
right?
your hand-
So you go left hand, left hand, left hand,
Like that,
right?
right?
I go right
And
above
then
the
boom.
person's hand, and then we go right hand, right hand, right
you
hand,
can
right?
lift them up like this.
So, but then you go. So as you can see, so say if you have longer hair, you can see the person's hair start touching my hand.
No
This
shit.
is energy. Then we pull apart without touching each other, and you want to do somebody really heavy. So
Yeah.
because you do a trial run before it, and you take your two fingers, you go under armpit, armpit, knee, knee. Try to lift that person, right? It's impossible. You do it with it. I'm talking about like a feather.
No shit.
So that's manipulating energy on the smallest degree. Imagine what they did back then for pyramids. If you think we built the pyramids,
Oh yeah, there was
No,
I always
sorry.
wonder. I really want to
So-
go to Egypt just to see that because it's like, come
forget
on,
about it. Those are power plants.
So
them things are fucking tons each.
So you know what we do, right? We sell gold and silver.
We
right?
do.
So I tell my clients this all the time. I'm like, listen, you ever wonder why they say gold is worth something? Like, where does that come from, right? And my theory is it comes from, supposedly, there was a group of beings called the Anunnaki, right?
Anunnaki.
Now, there's actual proof that I believe it's our 13th chromosome that was genetically modified. Scientists 100% say it's true, but humanity hasn't been around long enough for this mutation to
Right.
take place. They're called telomere caps, and it's what ages us, right?
Okay.
So anyway, they mutated us, right, to mine for gold for them that they needed for their atmosphere,
Yeah.
right? So like it's kind of
Gold's
like
big with
it's kind
everything.
of like a story that just keeps getting passed down, and it to the point that you don't even know why gold is worth something no more. But I'm guessing that's really where it came from, because why did we agree gold?
Well,
Listen,
the world says it's. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Where
and
did that
all through
start?
history, like if you look back, if the Bibles and any of these religions been tampered with, but they go back to World War II. The Verse Society met beings. This is where Hitler got the
this
Aryan.
was prior to the Nazi.
Yes, this is
regime.
before the Nazi Party came out. So they met beings that were blonde hair, blue eyed, looked like perfect humans.
Yeah.
So they said they were from the stars. Really, they were from inner Earth
Right.
because over I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of years, there's so many cataclysms. Say small groups, they used to call them priests, went underground. So there was a black one that looked golden. There was a Mediterranean one, an Asian one. They all went in. They found out as you go further down, it's almost not hollowed. There's huge caverns, and the temperature gets better. There's water down there.
Admiral Byrd talks about this.
Yes,
to a
he
degree.
talks. I don't know what there's two different things with him, but so what they started doing was they were using more like natural, like crystal technology, and they would come up, but they also learned was we're not by being in the earth, we're not getting bombarded by radiation. We're living longer, and they weren't getting. So to them, those are supposed to be perfect humans because
When you think of it, Hitler wasn't even blonde haired.
you know why they were perfect? They weren't, because since they lived under the earth and they were around for so long, they weren't tampered by aliens. So the genetics weren't spliced together. That's what I mean by perfect humans. Not because of the way they look.
Right.
Their bloodline is perfect.
Pure.
To us, pure. To us, we've been tampered with and manipulated.
100%.
Oh, exactly.
They say by like the year what, 40 maybe, there won't be any white or black. It'll
wait.
be because
Just wait till AI. AI is a thing called AI prophecy.
Well, that's also the mark of the beast coming.
No, but
Like,
AI
there's a lot of
prophecy. This,
things,
if you want to
bro.
get real crazy, I'll just
This
dive
is a weird time to live, bro.
Very.
Well,
Pre-singularity.
AI prophecy. The Secret Space program has, from other beings, heard that there was this thing that came from another universe into our universe that takes over whole galaxies. Basically, what happens is it'll get through. You know how there's electricity everywhere, all
Right.
through like the universe. It flows through that to get to planet, and they'll say it'll get to a being. You know, I have electricity, and then that being will touch another being, and they'll get to either somebody who's more advanced and get to technology like that. Then they start building nanites inside the person, almost taking over them.
Right.
Like not even Terminator.
like Venom.
Like, yeah, kind of like that. So they take your human organics and then build within. They said that is the scariest thing we don't know where it came from, and it's taking over whole galaxies. And it picks people on a planet, and that's who they call AI prophecy, whoever is trying to push AI the most.
That's what. Lonnie, let me ask you this: do you have a favorite superhero?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was outside.
All right. So,
All right, well, how about now? Do you watch any of the Marvel DC
none of
movies?
that?
I don't watch none of that shit.
All right.
favorite athlete?
Favorite sport?
Football. I'm a Jets fan.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
It's terrible.
Did you play football at one
Absolutely
point?
not. I'm fucking skinny. Nah, I played ball growing up.
See, that's funny. I was good at football, and I hated watching
Really?
it.
I
just
love
didn't care
watching
about
it.
football.
I can't wait to fucking.
I'm a
August.
UFC, MMA. Even that got watered down over the years. I remember watching the Tyson fights growing up, that 30-second knockout.
I mean, I didn't really like when I was outside. Like when I was a kid, bro, I was on dirt bikes, doing tricks, fucking up my body. Like that was like you had to play back. Like my punishment was staying inside.
yes. That was our age, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like I've literally had to kick my kids outside, and they will cry.
Oh my God,
they will cry,
My son was like that.
The iPad or
bro.
something?
It's fucking ridiculous.
My son loved playing outside. We used to take him skate parks, everything, BMX bike, into that stupid PS5.
Yeah.
That
PS5,
Fortnite,
you gotta
that Call of
switch,
Duty. Oh my God.
That's all he wants to fucking
Bro,
do.
and you know what the problem is? All his friends do that.
That's
like
what
he'll
it
go
is.
outside sometimes, but they all hop on and play.
Bro, they'll be outside just in a circle.
Yes, and or talking about it, or they're
Right.
watching shorts on YouTube.
Right, that's
It's
all
crazy.
it is. That's all.
It's
Like that wasn't like
No.
that wasn't how
Dude,
I
I
grew
used
up.
to like play like Sega every now and then.
But that was
throw it
at
on.
night.
Yeah, that was it. You throw it on for an hour or two, and
And
there's
that
no
was
save
it.
point. You all right, boom, I'm good. Let's go out and play.
just think about how, like, we bring it up a lot. Think about how far an iPhone has come since its inception, when it came out.
I had
right?
the
So,
iPhone.
like, we're already cyborgs as far as using technology as an extension of ourselves.
Bro,
right?
I was telling him a story, right? I have a memory foam couch in my apartment. And I'm thinking about it one day. Not even talking about it. I'm thinking about it, staring at my TV. I'm thinking about like, oh, it's just pretty comfortable. I'm just saying in my head. All of a sudden, the screen, the ad pops up my phone.
Yeah.
I think it's something they could read your eye. I'm telling you, they have
Even if you talk about it, like I guarantee
No, the
if I
talking,
hop-
I know, but I'm saying I wasn't talking
Thinking about it,
I was
yeah.
thinking about it.
If you talk about it, I know
Talk
that.
about it.
It's a setting you can
Yeah,
shut
it's
off.
probably coming on right now. I'm saying I think it's something deeper because there's times where I was just by myself, not even talking about it.
It's a scary fucking world we live in.
Listen,
and
and look,
especially be raising kids.
listen.
How old is your son?
I have two girls, 6 and 12.
God bless you.
Thank you. And my son is 10.
Okay.
So like, you know what I mean? Like you know the deal. Like
Yeah.
it's scary and it's just and like you always say, I'm not gonna get them a phone or a computer, but they all got it, and that's how you find them too. After school programs,
Right.
football, God forbid, practice gets
And
canceled.
then you
early.
don't want to be the one kid that doesn't have it.
Yes, like I growing up, I didn't have much. Like you know how many times I used to rob Modell's or the mall to get new shoes. Dude, I
don't
would walk
wanna
into
be-
Modell's with baggy ass
outlets.
shit, walk in with new shoes.
You
That's what I would
don't.
do.
You
I'd
don't
rob-
want to be the guy that doesn't have it
Yeah,
because
I
then
wanna-
they'll be. And I don't know how school is right now because
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really.
Because like I
follow
know
it.
like kids that like I would bully him. You know what I'm saying?
a
Like
lot of life, a lot
See,
of
I didn't bully. I
I
grew
did. I
up
was
in
a-
Queens, so like when I came out here, I was always told about I see these motherfuckers wearing Jankos and shit. I'm like, what's that?
I rock those.
I was just like, yo, I was like, birds. So I was just quick, like, listen, Like back
On your own wave.
I was on my own. I always dressed different.
'Cause
I
you was
always
a
act
Queens
different.
dude.
No, not even Queens. It was just me. Like that's why I
They-
love
they are
tattoos.
different.
Like
Right.
not even Queens. It was just like
You
okay.
you didn't come
So
up from
I'll give you an
elementary.
example. I would wear skater stuff with the hip hop stuff. I
Yeah.
blend the two.
But
I
Long
always
Island's one
look
of the
different.
places that like a corn dude is different than a patchogue dude.
100%.
Bellport's different than man. Like every town got its own identity on Long Island. That's what's prolific about Long Island.
Really? I mean,
Long
I
Island
found out
also.
Mastic and Shirley.
Yeah, man. If you say, "Oh, you grew up in Shirley," like, "Oh, all right." Bellport.
I get it.
Long Island also is very, very talented when it comes to hip hop, bro.
Oh, we have Mount on for that, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking about, like some of the greats came out of Long Island.
Even
Rakim.
bands, bro. A lot of bands
Even
too. Bro.
I think Tobias is on the Pistons. They playing tonight? No, that's the Sixers. I think, but they're in. But he came from
I grew up with my boy Marcus Stroman, and he played for the Yankees for a minute. He played for a few teams. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent here on Long Island, bro. I mean,
It just sounds stupid. Long
You know what's
Island.
crazy? When I was in California, right?
it should be its own borough.
Right, I lived in LA, right next to Marina Del Rey. It's like Marina Del Rey, Venice, Santa Monica, right? So the guys out there that, obviously, first night at the bar, I sound like this. I got my New York fitted, like, yo, you ain't from around here, right? I'm like, nah, do I sound like I'm around here? Because they just meant quiet. We're loud.
Yeah, we are.
Right? So they're like, where you guys from? We're like, New York. Like, where? Long Island. They're like, you from Long Island? He's like, you get girls in Long Island? I'm like, hell yeah, bro. He's like, you can get whatever you want here. He goes, your girls are the hardest girls. I was like, really? He goes, yo, you can get a girl in Long Island, no problem.
You're fucking lit here.
He wasn't wrong.
Yeah, we're different flavors.
By the way, I love my girlfriend so much. This is not. This is
throw
all
that
shit.
little disclaimer in.
Yeah, this is like 2000 something.
Throw that.
Being
little-
from, like, even on the phone, they're like, "You're from New York."
Yes.
And, and this guy's from Kentucky.
But what's crazy is like, yo, we really don't think we got too much. Like, we think somebody out in the sticks got an accent.
Yeah.
Well, that's like Boston.
Until you hear like
Yes, yes,
until it's like words like coffee and dog and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Dog.
Because they be like coffee, dog,
Yeah.
water.
Right.
Can I get a
And
glass
I don't,
of water?
and we don't hear it.
No.
But like, apparently, like we have an accent. We say things.
Dude, everywhere I go,
we're
I gotta
loud.
get yes. The
But like you
loud,
coming
the-
from the city, like
Race,
even
yeah.
like you gotta be loud. You gotta be quick. You gotta like.
Yeah, bro,
I
you
always
gotta
say if you
think
want to learn
different.
how to drive, go to the city.
Dude, my drive today, I drove to the Bronx. Oh, see, yesterday. Today wasn't that. Oh, today was just the Bronx and the Bronx. I drive from Long Island to the Bronx, Hunts Point. Hunts Point, Second Avenue was working. Back to Hunts Point, back to Long Island. Bro, now I'm here with you guys. And I threw up in my car. I'm all over myself. Couldn't even grab the bag in time.
Bro, I don't know how you driving that truck with this gas right now.
Dude, my car, no, I have an Altima. My car was just getting inspected. Dude, I just spent in the last 24 hours, I just put 40 in. I filled it up. It was I probably $200 in the last
crazy.
24 hours, 40
But you know
hours.
what? When you think of it like this, like, thank God you're living the life you're living now. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Like,
my
think about how
main
quick $200
listen.
goes
My
when you're
main
out
thing
there.
is I want to blow this up, and I'm so sick of working, busting my ass outside. Like I want this to like be the thing. Have a
Project Mayhem.
Like
Yo, so I ordered
Yo,
a neon light.
yes,
For that says Project Mayhem Podcast.
but also
But it's
like
it's the logo.
yes, also
It's dope.
like
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
like we're gonna start doing like explain our clips do good. Like I'm not gonna farm. Our clips are doing good. But
Yes.
like now we have a better format because all the place it was kind of the clips are coming out a little shingots. I'm not gonna front, but like it was homeboy. It was,
Hey, even our angles,
bro, like
we have three.
It's just
three
like
angles.
this. Like me and him are talking. Like okay, let me
We're like this.
not to be like any like me and him are it's our show. Like if you don't see me and him, you just see the guest.
Right.
Like, isn't that's part of our show? Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is like we're trying to get our watch hours up. I guess the long format because everybody's so used to the shorts. The shorts do good, but like
Shorts
we're
do
gonna
great.
try doing like 8 to 10 minute videos of the full length videos
To draw people in.
draw people in. Because I was sitting there and taking a shit one day, and I'm watching on my phone. 'Cause I love YouTube Premium too. I subscribe to YouTube fucking Premium, and I'm watching 8-10 minute clips, and I'm like, oh yo, I'm gonna go mess with this episode. So I'm like, let's try that because our long format's not. We had one or two that are doing really good.
Yeah, some
the clips
did
do
really
good, but like I want this to grow. We need this to grow.
Well, it's also about consistency.
Yes.
Statistically, podcasts don't make it past their 5th episode.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because most people think they're gonna get rich overnight.
Yeah, man. You know what it is? It's also like we just shoot the shit.
Yeah, and it's cool because even on Facebook, I got fully monetized. You know how long that took? Now I get paid for every view I get.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It started off with me in my car. Just you see the car videos, and it's just.
And it's crazy how many people like reach out as far as like I've had a few people reach out like, yo, listen, I've been struggling. I want to get some help.
Yes.
Point me in the right direction. Which is like, listen, they say that at the crux of recovery, right, is service.
It's all about to give
service.
back.
To give back. What was
See,
given to us.
I want to be a sponsor, but like I got a lot going on, and I feel like this type of setting would go further.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
My sponsor, we barely ever go to because we both have busy schedules. We just chop it up every day.
Right.
I get so much more out of that than a meeting.
Well, there's two parts.
Yes,
right?
there's two-
I
yes.
say this all the time. There's the fellowship,
Yes.
which is the meeting.
Right.
There's the program, which is the book, the steps, the principles you live your life by. You want to live the program. They say meeting makers make it. Nah, meeting makers make meetings.
Yes, and you know what it is for me? I never made it through high school. I kicked out of 3 different high schools. Like I to this day, I'm trying to get peptides to make. Shout out to Mike. Oh damn, what's the name of that peptide? Hold on, keep talking. But like I can't. I never read a book. Never read a book. My ADHD is so bad.
See,
but
we're
like,
different.
so anytime, yeah, you're different.
He tells me pick up weights. I say pick up a book.
Yeah, but it's like anything.
When he picks up a book, I'll go pick up a weight.
But it's like, well, what the hell? Where was I going with that?
I mean,
Peptides.
I like meetings because it's
It's cool to go to, but like,
I'm not gonna go fucking
yes,
8 times a day
because I think that becomes too much too.
well,
You
because
can't.
then
go-
I'm just replacing.
Right.
Yes.
So that's why I said they need a 12-step program for people addicted to 12-step programs, right?
Yeah,
Because it's supposed to be used, I feel, as a subculture back into
Right,
culture.
right.
So spiritual principles, another word for
Shout out to Pro Health Peptides. You can find them. I'll drop. We can drop the information later. But yes.
Well, no, drop it.
I don't know. I don't really know.
All
what's
right.
going
Well,
on.
we need to
It
get
says
a
Pro Health,
we need
yes.
to get a discount code from them.
Yes.
So it's
Dubby.
yes, Dubby.
Dubby.
Dubby is a
Yes, that's another.
that's somebody.
Did they send our products yet?
It's actually in transit. I
Okay, cool.
I should get it Thursday. I
Yeah.
think.
Shout out to them.
So it's like a caffeine-free
Genitals free. Yeah.
energy
Kind of like a
supplement.
pre-workout form.
And he's
yeah.
gonna take a scoop live
Dry
on
scoop.
air.
Dry
next
scoop. That's how I
time.
take
Dry
it.
school?
He
That's what
dry scoops. It's
I
pre-workout.
throw it in like this. Take a little water.
He's
That's
a
disgusting.
savage. He's a savage. Yo, shout out to Red Bull and Gatorade
Yeah.
too, but more Red Bull. We
That
want a
doesn't-
sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsor
man.
us, please. And Quest chips.
And, yes,
Son of a
Gatorade
bitch.
too.
Spend enough money on you, son of
So,
bitches.
so like I was saying, in recovery, right? There's 12 steps.
Right.
Another word for steps, I mean spiritual principles, right? Is laws, right? Now, you could live in conflict of a law, right? You could not agree with the law of X substance. You could not agree with the law of gravity.
Right.
But if you go to the top of this building and you jump down, you're gonna
Proof
have
is in the pudding.
full
Yes.
understanding of the law of gravity,
Right.
whether you like it or not.
Listen, bro, like, I'm a believer, bro, because I went from just a drug addict, like, bad, like,
Yeah.
shooting coke, dope, whatever.
yeah.
I got almost 3 years clean. And that's to me,
what's
for
up.
me,
I don't know which one's applause.
nope. There we go. And, like, that is nothing
Always wanted
short
that.
than a fucking miracle.
Yes, but it's
Nothing
also
short.
it's
Oh,
the
hold on.
work you put in.
This is what Frank is.
But like for me, it's like a bill. It's like it just can't be like one thing. Like
No.
this helps me so much. The gym is a huge thing. People at the gym, my support group, like you know what I mean, like.
Well,
No, I mean, it goes, like, I
yeah,
got
But
my...
that's a cool thing about where we work is that
Right.
there's a lot of people
Yeah,
in
he told
recovery.
me that's awesome too, man. Because you get like, it's like in a meeting. Yeah, you know, sometimes you're there, you hear a story. For me, like, there's only so many stories I could hear, and then it kind of.
What's cool about where we work, right, is that there's a bunch of people in recovery, right? So there's like a lot of phone rooms. There's a lot of sales offices where drug is very prominent in sales.
Yeah, I know.
You know
that
what I'm
too,
saying?
Yeah.
So like as far as this office goes, you don't want to be that guy that's all screwed up.
Well, we got one.
I know, but he's respectful as far as
Right.
doesn't
right.
come in. Hold on, I wanna.
I'm white.
Well, I wasn't it. But he
me.
is.
That's me. I wanna.
What?
I kind of like. I see him he
Does he come
comes
in?
in.
Does he come in? Like, you guys tell, like...
No, he doesn't. If he's screwed up, he won't come in.
Okay,
Right.
okay, that's cool. At
But
least
we
he's
all
not-
know what he's doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but he's
he-
respectful. Like
Okay,
he's
yeah.
not
He's
coming.
he's cool as shit.
No,
too.
we have a great office, bro. Because I've been in offices,
So
people
he's the
I've
one-
seen
nodding out.
videos and pictures he showed me.
So he's the one that I was telling you about that was at a casino or whatever, and he took a picture, right? And there was somebody in the seat across, but they weren't there, right? 30 seconds later, that person walks by and sits in that seat, right? Yeah, it's like a time glitch.
Oh.
It happens.
It does happen.
It fucking happens.
There is parallel universes, and there is... we've been messing with time, and
I
time
mean-
always course corrects.
I mean, we just had the Long Island Paranormal Investigators.
That was an awesome episode.
awesome episode. Actually, the office isn't too far from here.
That's that scary shit. I don't do none of that scary shit. Bro.
Listen, I had a demonic attachment enter
Well, you know
my
the
body.
The black person always died.
They
the
haven't been though.
I know. I
Nah,
think
no, you know-
Marlon
you know-
Wayans put that in his contract.
no,
Somebody did.
LL Cool J,
right?
and Busta Rhymes and Halloween
They
Resurrection.
haven't. But I watched a scary movie the other day, which they're not scary, but
not put nothing. But
they don't die.
Busta Rhymes.
they do die, but just not first.
Busta Rhymes sunned Michael Myers in that movie.
I don't.
That
know.
was terrible.
When
I
Michael
don't do
walks up
scary
to him and he's
movies.
like, "Yo,
was
get
good.
out
I
of
just
here!"
watched that, my girl. I was so disgusted. I'm
Busta
like,
Rhymes from Long Island, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So is LL Cool J.
Yeah. That's
I
a
don't know.
fact.
I got to figure out who's still part of the Puffy clique over there.
Did he?
Anyway,
Did he?
Jay-Z too. He's another evil entity.
Yeah, the motherfuckers paid though.
Well, you know what? It's a lot of people part of that
Listen,
Black Boule.
dude, no, I'm talking about he's into something.
Black Boule.
Of course
I
he
mean-
is.
I mean,
Of
Of
LeBron.
course. So is Meek Mill.
LeBron James.
mean,
is
all of them.
did you hear that audio of Meek Mill?
Listen, I'm a fan of Meek Mill, so I don't want to listen to it.
And the video of him in the pool.
I don't want to.
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
Cause like there's a movie he's in called Charm City Kings, and it has a really good message at the end. Like instead of the kid taking the charge, he took it. Cause it's like you need to stay away from people. Like say you're still in the streets doing whatever, and you got a little jit that's looking up to you, and he
Yeah.
starts going down the wrong route. Would you take a charge so he can, like you made your path?
There's a really good movie.
And it's dirt bikes. I love
with
dirt bikes.
Big Rhymes.
Which
It's
movie?
called Saving God.
Okay. Is he a jail dude? Because that's all he ever played.
He plays a murderer that comes home,
Right.
and his father was a pastor.
Oh, okay.
So he ends up becoming a pastor, and taking over the church, and he takes on this little kid that's running the streets or whatnot.
Right.
And the kid ends up dying at the end. But like it's really a beautiful story, and you see like just the transformation, and to see him play a pastor is great. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this: did you grow up with did you grow up religious?
No, I never went to church.
Do you have a God in your life now?
Yes, 100%. I've had so many situations where I can't that's like gravity. I can't dispute
Yes,
that he's
yes.
right next to me at all.
Yeah.
I can't.
Amen.
Because there's been so many things that I'm
Yeah.
like, I look over, I'm like,
It's
I
like
see
the-
you.
It's
You know what I'm
God
saying?
coincidence.
It's like
It's like
the footprints in the sand. When you see one pair, he's carrying
Yes.
you.
Right, bro.
You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
he's there. He's right there. And like I said, 3 years, like I couldn't get together 3 months, bro, without
Bro, 3
fucking.
hours is hard.
Yeah.
Because there'd be times I'm like, I'm not gonna get high, and then
was-
all of a sudden I'm fucking.
You know what?
Yep,
And what's
you
just-
crazy? What's crazy is in the beginning you kind of downplay your time, right?
Right.
So like 27 days, people be like, that's not too long, right? But imagine you waiting for your shit, and dude says, I got you.
27
27
days.
days.
You be ready to kill that son
That's
of
a
bitch.
long time.
Bro, that's like when people's like, "Oh, do 8 months." I'm like, it sounds 8 months like, all right,
Yeah.
you do that shit.
Yeah, you do that.
And it's not in the grand scheme of things. It's really not long because you got dudes doing 30, 40, 50 years.
But also, a lot of it's perspective. But also, once you get into that rut, days start going by.
Yeah, but then I got into like a fight, and mind you, this is when the bail reform happened,
Yeah.
and then
You see people
COVID.
going
So the
home.
fucking jails were empty. So my time was going. I get into a fight. I get thrown in the South too. It's like 60 people dorm. There was like 9 people in
Such
there.
disgusting.
God.
That north 2,
So
south 1.
time stopped.
Time froze.
And I was
Yo,
doing
wait,
17 months.
If
So
you go from those pods where you got your own little joint to south 2, north 2,
those dorms, oh my God.
like time stopped. I'm like, everything was moving, bro. I'm like, all right, bet I got like 12 months left, and then that shit came
And
to
also,
a
it's
halt.
perspective. Like back then, for me, I didn't have kids. I didn't care about.
I had
nothing.
kids.
Yeah, when you have a girl, kids, this, that, and the third, now it becomes complicated.
That's why it's like it's not just like it's not about me.
Yes,
right?
not about you.
So I gotta think, who's this gonna be affected by?
Yeah.
My decisions. Now, I'm hard on my kid. He's half black, half white, but he's still a boy. He still looks black.
Yeah,
So you gotta understand, you're not in a world where you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
yeah.
There's certain, like, I tell him, like, all the time, like, he'll recite it and be like, what's my daddy's rule? Early's on time is late, and
Yes.
late is
good.
never
that's
acceptable.
good to instill those
And that's just because
values.
I'm always early, because I don't want to be the black guy that's late.
Hey,
The
listen, that's any job.
stereotype.
That's any job.
Well,
Like,
but
bossing
that's-
the union, bro.
Even coming here, you were in
Listen,
the parking lot.
You could be the best worker, and I've done.
That's
it
a fact.
And you know what? If you 5 minutes late, you ain't worth shit.
That's a fucking
You know what?
fact.
Now I show up to the yard. We can't, because now they have the laws. They want you, because they have to technically pay you if you show up an hour early.
Right.
I'm still there at 6:20, 6:30. You know what I mean? Because it's just, I'd rather be that guy.
Right.
And that just puts you over there.
It's
'Cause
also
if you have two guys that
living
mean-
with integrity.
Even
guys.
at my job, like, he always, like, I know who's here. Because
Yeah.
I'm always there. I'm always early.
It's like anything. It's like
With everything.
Good luck
like-
tomorrow.
like
This is bullshit. I got court tomorrow for riding my dirt bike.
yeah, but like even like the gym, even if I get in, like people after work, how do you? Like, I don't care if it's 45 minutes, a half hour.
You have to, though.
You have to. It's that grind. Yeah, I do steroids. I do peptides. That shit ain't a miracle. I got to eat so many times a day. I got to train 10 times harder. Like, it's what you put in life, and anything in life is what you get out.
But also, you going to the gym, if you don't go, in your head, like, damn. That's like taking a day off of work.
It's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy. It's that guy, David Goggins.
Fuck is that?
The guy that be jogging. You know what I'm talking about?
I've
He'd be
heard of
jogging, and he'd be like, you straight up feel like a bitch if you're in
You
bed
have to.
watching him.
That's why I don't want to go to the gym, because I know once I start, it's going to be something added to my schedule. And now I'm like, fuck, now I really got no time.
You always make time.
Bro, I know you you have to go. You probably go 8 days a week.
I could, sometimes I got,
Twice a day, bro.
sometimes, you know what, but sometimes you need that recovery, so I have
Well,
to dial
you-
back.
well,
like
right.
tonight, I can't go. I feel like shit. Like, trust me, I even thought about it.
I know you
Talking about
did.
it.
I know you
Maybe
did.
I'm
Like,
just
shit, I
like
can do a little half an
A
hour.
little
He
half
does.
hour.
No, he 100% does. He'll be like, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm on my way. I'm like, yo, we got the podcast in an hour. He's like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm like, yo, where you at? He's like, I'm leaving the gym. I'm like, you were just home, dog. He was like, I have 20
But
minutes.
that's the same way I do
20
with my
minutes.
recovery.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
I know, and I'm not thinking 30 years down the road.
Yeah,
but
just
what
for
I'm
today.
thinking is, I don't want to look back at my life in
Right.
30 years and be like, damn, look at my son looking at me like, yo, you're a fucking drug addict, bro.
Right.
Because I've seen it. I was on the yard with a father and a son, and he was like, what's up, Pop? And the way it was like, what's up, Pop?
Yeah.
Like, my dad's a fucking crackhead.
It's got to hurt, too.
And I seen that, right? And I'm like, yo, that's your son. And you probably buy drugs from your son. And you're fucking 50 years old, still chilling in wine dance on the block,
it's-
doing nothing.
So there's this idea, right, of being a friend to yourself, right? And what you do today affects tomorrow. Now, we
100%.
can't read the future. I could say 5 seconds from now, I put my hand up and put my hand up.
Right.
But you can't really read the future. So it's like him.
Yes.
Him working out today is going to affect him
Right.
down the line. You staying clean today is going to affect you down the
Right.
line. Same thing with work. The time we put in today is going to affect us, and it starts to snowball, So that's like anything in life. You just have to put the work in, and there is no cutting corners.
No.
No, you can't.
Because I don't want my kid, I can't imagine now that I'm a father, my dad coming to see me in jail.
It's like anything, man. It's like, listen, it doesn't matter if it's work. even relationships, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Whatever it is, you got to
it's
put
like,
it
you know,
work.
that's why I always tell my girl, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's what you do when no one's looking.
That's
Right.
well, that's
Okay?
integrity. How you
It's
living
what
when
you-
nobody's looking is how
Yes,
you living.
how you living when no one's looking. You know what I mean? Like, people.
I mean, I live in a sober house. But it's like after you've been sober for a
Yeah.
little. I got my own room. I got a lock on
like
my
a
door.
three-quarter
I
house.
could be fucking smoking my kneecaps off if I wanted to, right? And that's when my door's locked.
Yeah.
No one's looking. I'm by myself. But I know.
Yeah.
So I don't because I know where it's gonna lead.
Yeah.
And I already see it. I'm sitting there. I got a big ass TV. I'll throw that shit right on top of my
Air
charger.
conditioner.
I got a little. I just copped a little Wi-Fi air conditioner so I can turn the shit on from my phone. And I will sell,
one too,
bro.
so-
I will
Yeah,
sell.
Pretty
How much?
clutch.
How much?
It was like a 240.
Really?
240,
I'm about to
Nothing.
cut that.
And so you could be at home, you could be at work, and you could
And
turn,
I turn it
Wow.
on.
set it
So
up.
by the time I
so
get
like you
there,
can put it on now, so when you get home,
Yeah,
it's
shut up,
good.
we out of here. It's probably already on the stupid phone.
but yo, I will sell
Liz.
everything, and then be sitting in a room with nothing,
Yo,
crying because I know what I
Isn't it
lost.
so crazy? Like,
And you don't even lose it; you give it.
I
away.
gave it away.
Your car's spotless. Your room is spotless. The second you start getting high, everything goes to
Nah,
shit.
my room's messy as hell right now.
But you know what I'm saying. There's like there's blood.
No,
there's
you
there.
can have some things,
Yes.
and then you give it away.
Like everything,
For nothing.
like with my clothes, sneakers.
Yeah.
I got a 75-inch Samsung. My
yeah.
play, like all
So-
that. I will give that shit away, bro.
So this is my hot take, right? Is that for so long we tried to use an external thing to fix the internal
Right.
problem.
Yes.
Right? And I've learned that the opposite of addiction is connection,
Right.
right? And also that external thing, it's really a God-shaped hole that you're trying to fill with other things. And when you fill it with God, you really do feel more fulfilled. It's like, how do you fix self-esteem? By doing esteemable things.
Yep.
I would be lying right now if I said that my life is perfect. Like my
Oh,
shit is far from fucking perfect.
I love when you see on Facebook, Instagram, everybody thinks that this
yeah.
girl, that guy's doing great, and you know what?
Everybody got problems.
Their whole life
It's
is
the whole-
cheating.
Bro,
Who's cheating? Who's doing
It's
this?
the
Who's
whole
getting
thing.
high?
It's the whole thing. If we put all the shit that we're dealing with individually in
Yes.
the middle of the room, we're all gonna pick up our own shit.
Yep.
Right. But I'm happy though with
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yes, of course.
With all this shit because I'm able to show up and take care of it.
Yes.
Right. And
Well,
I don't.
it's the whole thing. God won't give you more than He can handle. and
Right.
You can't
So
handle.
I might have baby mama drama, this, that, the third. My dad's sick, but I'm still I'm able to show up for my dad.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? I'm
even,
able to be
Amen.
like a person in my family
Hey.
that my sisters are coming
And like
to.
I was thinking about on the way out here, I was like, if I was sick, as in withdrawal sick,
Right.
you would have never caught me in here. I feel like shit right now. I'm not even gonna front. I'm on no sleep. I'm tired. I've been
yeah.
driving for hours. I have manual work busting my ass. And you know what?
Still push.
Still
through.
push through. Because you got that attitude, you got that aura, you got that energy, you got that will to keep fighting that you lose like that. once
That's
you
why
get
I
high.
won't smoke. Because there's people that could smoke weed. I just can't because
Yes,
I will
that's
smoke.
good. Listen,
I will smoke
Or
when I
I
wake
know
up.
people that stop doing drugs but they could drink.
Right,
It's
I
like,
can't.
I can't. I
just
can't
know
do
you ain't
that,
one of
bro.
them.
Bro, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Because
I
a
tried it.
little bit of buzz, I'm like, yo, let's get some
That's it.
coke.
I want,
Let's-
yeah,
let's-
exactly.
Well, it's like-
Then I want some.
it's
I
like they
want
say.
to.
It's like they say at the bottom of the glass
Is
is
a
your
drug
drug
deal.
dealer's
Yeah.
number.
And I don't even know nobody now. So I'm
Yeah.
so far
Yeah.
out the game, so
Right.
now I'm searching for it.
Yeah.
Bro, I drive a bright orange Charger. I will get it
Yeah. Your ass will be getting ripped out of that car.
with 5% tints. They're going to see me from
Yeah.
a mile away. There's no hiding
Yes,
it.
yes,
And I'll be so fucked up in my head.
Paranoid.
Like, I don't even care, bro.
Yes, that's it. I don't get paranoid either. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I will drive through whatever neighborhood, 2, 3 in the
I
morning,
don't
no
care.
drug
I'm in
areas.
the Bronx. I'm in
I
this. I'm in
don't
Queens.
care,
I don't
bro.
care. You think I'm a cop, bro? I will bang it right in front of you
I
and stick
don't
the
care.
syringe in your eye.
I
for
don't
making me
care.
gay.
I want more
Like-
and I want it now.
Yeah.
And no one's going to tell me different.
Yes.
And I have to, unfortunately, get removed physically
Yes.
to stop. I
Yeah.
don't want to go through that shit again, bro.
Yes, like
I'm
I'm still
good.
going-
Listen,
to court
God
right now.
put you in a little timeout.
Right. And that's what, and saved me.
Yo, listen. So I was
As
saying
gay
this
and stupid
shit.
as it sounds.
So peep this. Before I got locked up, I was staying in hotels and pimping
Oh.
chicks and shit like that, right? And there was this dude that I was fucking with, right? And I go to rehab.
Right.
Right? I get out. I find out that maybe like 3-4 days me in rehab, he ends up getting locked up.
Right.
Oh,
He
is
was
that the
just
one you were showing?
he was just in the news.
Right.
He gave something to somebody that killed somebody,
Okay.
and they raided his house. He's gone for life.
Right.
And I would have been
In
in
that
that
crib.
spot with him. So it's like, yo, God really has been. It's so
Shit like that.
It's not even subtle.
Right.
It's blatant.
Right.
Yeah.
Where God's like, yo, I'm here.
Right.
Listen, it's funny when we had a rehab time, like I did the sober house thing, just not for me, just
Right.
because I butt heads with people.
Yeah.
And there's always some like,
So
yo,
do
I
I.
knew. Listen, I prayed. I slept in my car. I slept in my girl's house one. I don't like to fall back on people like that.
Yeah.
I slept in my car,
Right.
and you know what?
It worked out.
It worked out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Most people would like sleep in my car. Might as well go get high. I'm already sleeping in my car.
Well,
my
that's
gas
like
low.
he said, being in jail. Like, I'm sitting there like, yo, please get me out this situation.
Yes.
Like, motherfucker, wake up. You're in this situation so I can
Yes,
save you
yes.
because you're not going to, like, when the bail reform was the worst thing for me because I would get arrested,
Yep,
Get
right.
out.
get out the next day,
Yep.
do it again, get arrested for the same shit.
And then by the time they keep you, you got a slew of charges.
Right, I got like
And you
4
know what? Even like with my kids this
Crazy.
time, my ex-wife, she really put the gavel down on me. Like really, like I wasn't. Daddy came home. You get to see Daddy, and everything
Right.
goes back to normal. She's like, nah.
Right.
And you know what? I resented that, and I was so mad until I was just like, you know what? You did this. You
That's
gave
the
her the
worst.
ammunition. You did this, you idiot.
That's the worst thing
Nobody
you
did
gotta
this
admit.
but you,
Right.
Frank. You did this.
That's the worst.
You put yourself in these situations time in and time again. Don't blame her. Don't blame him. Don't blame the law. Don't blame this. This is my fault. This is Frank's way. That did not work. Time in and time out. And my ass, since a very young age, kept touching the fire and burning my hand.
Because you could touch it maybe a different finger,
Yes,
maybe a
yes,
different way.
yes.
I could hover over it,
Yep.
and every which way my ass gets burned.
It gets burned, and now the degrees of burn just gets worse and worse and worse. And the runs get shorter and harder and worse and more just...
So when I started smoking, right, I could do 5 days, go to work every day.
Yep.
Bro, when I like came back from up north, I'm at like a day or two, bro. I'm like, I gotta reel it in. I gotta go home, bro. I'm
Yep,
tired. My
yep,
body hurts.
yep.
Like I can't. I don't know how people do it.
Age catches up with
That
you.
and
Bro.
dude, it's like, what are we doing to our bodies, bro? Like, yo, there's times where I was just like, whoop, I don't know if this is gonna work out when I go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like you like, and it's like I got
On
kids.
top
like,
of
what
that,
the fuck
on
am I
top of that,
thinking?
bro, how many people are there? Like, yo, at least screwed up, judge me if you want. At least drugs were good back in the day.
Yeah.
Now
People
it's
are dying
off of weed, bro.
off of everything.
Off of everything.
They're putting that fentanyl shit in everything.
And it's also cross contamination. Nobody's like listen, when I was selling, I wasn't cleaning my
unless
shit.
if you're a scumbag, you're putting it in. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, then there's people. I know there's like I heard.
Yeah, if you're a scumbag, you
I
know
heard there
you're
was
definitely cross contaminating.
I heard there was a guy
But-
that was what's it called? Literally had a bag that wasn't cut.
Yeah.
That he knew somebody, random person, would die from.
and still put it out there.
Well, he would do it because he knows everybody would start buying after.
Right.
How screwed up is that? I want
Random person's gonna die. He
It
knows
happens.
this.
That's been from the day of whatever. The person who fucking had the best dope. I want that shit, bro.
Yes,
Like,
but it's like you're willingly killing your customers.
right.
Willingly.
Right, to try to get them to come back. You know, so, Lonnie, let me ask you this. What are your dreams and aspirations?
Yes.
I just want to be the best father I can be.
That's
Honestly,
awesome.
I want to work in the union. I want to really do underwater welding. That's really what I want
Oh,
to go.
really? I mean, you want to get welding, I can get you in. You know what?
Really?
Not
That's
the
what he
front. You're black. We need black people. I
Bro.
know that sounds terrible. Jesus Christ.
Wait, do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
No.
Green
No,
one.
You
the green
fuck it
one.
up every time.
Green one. The green one.
Green. Colorblind?
The green.
Hold on.
Jesus, Mother Mary Joseph.
That's a long one.
I'm white.
There we go.
No, but seriously, like they're looking because we're not very diverse.
We'll talk.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll talk.
They
But
do
really,
welding, but at
Look
least
at
you can
what
learn
God do.
welding, and then I don't know about the underwater.
Look how God do.
listen, it's not my doing,
Listen,
bro. But it's all because I'm sober, bro. Because
Yes.
I too would not be here.
Yes,
A and B.
yes.
I can't talk when I'm high, so I'll be sitting
Yeah, I
on
check out.
camera.
Yeah.
Like that nigga high, bro. Like,
But I'm
I
saying,
want to be the best.
Listen.
What I want is for my I got 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. I want my kids to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to be a proud father because of the work that I put in now. We were talking about putting in now.
Yeah.
That's for tomorrow. And just like I'm simple, bro. I want a fucking white pit bull with white picket fence, a nice crib, a nice car, a big ass TV, a happy family. My parents are still married, 41 years.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
know
my
what I'm saying?
parents too. Yep.
So that I grew up with my parents in the same, and it sucks that I got 2 baby mothers. I'm not with either one of them.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that
Listen,
I can't be
I
a
think the
positive person in my kid's
like
life.
for me,
Still-
I
you're
want to
still
be,
a father that shows up,
and I'm
and
sure
that's-
you
100%.
the same way, the best versions of
That's
ourselves.
it, bro. That's all I
it.
can do.
I'm so sick of being this half-ass version. And now to really push, man, nobody times I'd be like, I want to do a podcast, I want to make music, I want to do this, and I would never do it.
Yo,
Well, you said when you come home and
Yeah.
everyone's like, yo, let's link
Yeah.
up. The only time I've done that is for drugs.
Yeah,
Yo.
exactly. For negative purposes.
So when you say that, I want to bring this up. My mom used to work at a bar in Queens. That's where she's from.
Right.
She'd be a bartender, and she'd see these same 2 dudes that would come in every week.
Oh.
And every week they'd talk about what they're gonna do.
Never did it.
And never do it. That's why when I met him and we were cleaning the kitchen
Yeah, clean up
in
rough.
LICR at night.
Yeah.
Right? And we said every day, we're gonna do a podcast
Yeah.
when we get out. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I got out on Monday, he got out on Tuesday. Saturday we were doing the podcast.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it every week.
And you know what's
no matter
crazy? I
what.
bumped into staff at a meeting last Saturday, and they all came up to like, we watch your podcast. We're so
Word?
proud. We get messages. We're so proud of you guys. We heard you guys talking. We thought you guys were talking shit. Like, everybody talks shit in there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How
Like,
many people have you seen
Yes.
in rehab that was like, I'm going to do it, and they
Yo,
did it?
so much so, bro. We've had people we had this guy Fred that works there come
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Well, I've been wanting to get on the podcast.
Dude,
Remember I was telling you?
dude,
Guy
like,
works, brother.
Yes, and like even it's crazy just the people
Oh,
like
also, just
Yeah.
to intervene, he wants to speak at LSCR. Maybe you
I
could
definitely
facilitate
do.
that.
yes,
with
I'm
your-
actually going to go there
I
in like a
definitely
week
do.
or two
I
to
definitely
go with
do.
my sponsors. So I can
100.
ask
I've
how
been
it
trying. I want to go to jails because a lot of the times, like, oh, well, you ain't come from me. You
Well,
ain't. Bro, what?
When you
Yeah.
finish your thing in court, I think you got to have a certain amount of time, and then you're qualified to be able to
Fuck
go
court. It's not even. It's riding my dirt bike, bro. It's
Yo,
not even
I know,
nothing.
I know.
I just want to share, bro. I mean, I've been told these people that I've been going to court, right?
Yeah,
And
with your little fucking
so-
top hat.
So I know, yeah, bro. Fedora, bro. I look like I'm straight out of fucking Boardwalk Empire,
This
bro.
guy, this guy came to work. I'm like, what the fuck?
I look like I'm in Boardwalk Empire.
I know.
bro.
He's
So-
done.
So listen, so I got
What
locked
happened,
up,
man?
right? I got locked up January, right, for possession of the 5th felony. I go today. Now it's been getting pushed off every
Right.
month. I go today. My lawyer's like, yo, listen, the results came back. It's not even felony. Wait, you got a misdemeanor. You're coming back in 2 weeks, and so you have a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. He's like, so we're going to drop
I got
it.
time.
We're gonna get it dropped to either a violation or you're gonna plead to a misdemeanor. Next court date, you're done. And I'm like, yo, that's how crazy God is, bro.
Yeah.
Because as long as you do the right thing, I'm
That's
telling
it,
everybody,
bro.
as long as you do the right thing, God got you.
But shit will still happen though.
Yeah, it's like okay. Now my instance
yeah,
at court,
shit
right?
still happen.
Now,
So
right?
with that-
I had the good judge, so I had 2 petty larcenies that had nothing to do. Then I got a DWAI, which I wasn't drunk. I was going to make a sale. Thank God, I had like 5 bundles, all this stuff in a bag they didn't find. They just caught like 10 grams, blah blah blah.
That's God on your
Right,
side,
so-
though. Otherwise, you'd be
So
cooked.
the guy, even more crazy. He said my license suspended. Right.
Right.
This is why he started all
Just
this.
the
I was
driver.
outside my car.
The commercial.
Yeah, right. So I was outside the car. I wasn't even driving.
Right.
My girl hopped out. Whatever happened. We weren't even fighting. It was just whatever. Long night. And I have a regular driver's license.
Yeah.
I gave him my commercial license. I'm in the union years ago. He definitely, because the guy at DMV was like, I don't know how he didn't see you had a regular license. You had a regular license. So that's when initially he made me a mouth swab. Came up for coke and weed, even though I'm sleeping in the guy's car.
Right.
Right? Long story short, so now the original judge I had for that, he was like, yo, you just stay sober, bro, and I got you.
Right.
Right? All of a sudden, the judge I had for the petty larcenies, which are getting dropped because they're
Right.
retarded. AI, Target, one happens, right? Didn't pay for something, like forgot to scan it. They went back 6 months or whatever.
And built everything up.
Yo, no. It was just one other time. A comforter. I got a new apartment. I spent like $500 at Target. One thing I didn't scan, and I figured it out at a different Target at a different time. Right? So they're dropping that because, like, this is stupid. It's only like $100.
Right.
And they saw I paid for everything else.
Right.
So that judge decided to take over all of that.
Right. And
Who had nothing to do with the other one.
Right.
Yeah,
So
so
now,
move it over because it's super season.
yeah, he's so well, now he just wants to take it over. He's like, bitch, like, oh, I gotta do all this. It's like, bro, this wasn't your thing, bro. The DWAI and the possession was with that judge who's been handling it for months before I even knew you existed. So, like, yes, you still will go through Rob.
Shit'll still
but,
happen.
but this is what I was gonna say. It's times like that God's kind of like kicking you real quick. Let me see what you're gonna do.
Yes, let's see if you break.
Let's see if you break. And as long as you keep on going.
I always say that he tests, but people don't
Oh,
like when I
yes.
say that. It's
Well,
like, oh, what do you
I
mean he
also say-
tests you?
But I also say, the disease that tests you and checks in and see if you want to check out.
Yeah.
I mean, like I got a little bit of time, so like I still go to bars and shit. Like I'll chill.
yeah.
I'll get a water, Sprite, no ice.
I used to do the cranberry juice.
I hate juice, but
I just like
same
cranberry
shit,
juice,
same shit.
antioxidants, that's
Like
why.
I'm not gonna stop living because I'm an addict, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna go to a crack den and try to watch the basketball game, right?
That
But
doesn't make sense.
I'll go to a bar. I never like clubs.
But that's the problem.
I never like titty bars.
So,
one of the
I
promises.
never was into that either.
it just
and
makes-
like the only reason I used to go out last summer was before I had a girl. Once I got a girl, it's like
Even because I don't know how to dance. I don't
care. Like,
that's not my
I would
scene.
go out with the boys just to see some whatever. But now I got once I got a girl, I'm like I'd rather go out
What's
to
the point?
dinner, get a nice steak dinner, get
No, we're not-
But once you have a girl, you'd rather be cuddled up.
Yes,
in
I'd
the
rather
couch.
be watching
A
Netflix,
and
chilling,
B,
eating the Cold Stone.
motherfuckers are sketchy out here. Especially with us with a record, bro. I'm fucked up in the head that
You pop that bottle.
right. So like the other day, I was driving and someone cut me off, and then I saw him wave his hand. I dropped it back in reverse. I'm like, yo, what's up? And he was like, oh, my bad. I have my kids. You know what? My bad too, brother. Drive safe.
Yeah, we were at this. I give
that's
them-
growth.
I give them the come to Jesus moment, right? So we were at this place Boatyard, and they had like DJ Theo was there. It was his last summer before I met my girl, right? We're sitting there, and the kid I was with, who was a scout, tried to hit on a girl after when I was in rehab. Real winner. You know who you
First of
are.
all, that's some cornball
That's
stuff.
some cornball
If you,
shit.
If
Keep
you try
trying
to,
to-
if
talking
you try to
shit
holler
about-
at your man's girl,
Yo,
bro,
listen,
you are a
what would
cornball.
you
I've
do
had
if we
that
got
happen.
arrested, bro?
I've had
Why
that
you
happen.
saying my stories, bro? Why you trying to get jacked and then get tattoos, bro? Knock your fucking head off your shoulders. Anyway, but yeah, boom, hit him, bah, 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 bah. So anyway, we're sitting there and there was two different incidents, right? So he's sitting there. This is why I hate dealing with drunk people. He cuts this kid off at the bar, right? And I knew the bartender. And the kid's about to walk up, and I push him aside. I said, yo, my man, chill. Hey, it's your boy. What the? I said, yo. I said, let me. And I see his boys in the background. They're kind of like. I said, you got two options. You want to have a good night? I'll tell the bartender to go serve you guys over there. You guys be the next one to get drinks. Or me and you're going to go outside because this idiot doesn't know what's going on. And we're going to mash it out and we're going to see if
We can have a night, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do, I'm with it.
Right.
Okay? I'm not getting yelled. I'm talking to him like I'm talking to you. His boys looking at it. I said, what do you want to do, bro? And he was
Simple.
like, I'm like, all right, yo, can you get them drinks?
Right.
You know
Let's
what I
have a
mean?
good
It's
night.
like
Then-
Denzel. You want to go to jail? Want to go
You
home?
wanna
Exactly.
go?
That
No, we
was
could
in
go.
the- that
With,
was-
we could go. I don't want it to go that way.
Yes.
But
And
that's
this
why-
is the last time I went out.
Right.
Same place, Boatyard. This same dude's hitting on some dude's girl. And I'm like, yo, she's not looking at you, bro. She's with this dude, with this boy. He's like, yo, I don't do that grimy stuff. Like when I was single. Like, yo, you don't mess with somebody else.
foul.
And that, you better be
Also-
ready to get popping.
Also, that karma comes back.
That's karma, right? So he's doing this, and I just have my back because I didn't want to hear it. And then I hear, yo, you got to deal with him.
Like, who, me?
You talking about me? And he's like 24-year-old kid. He's like, oh, we don't got problems. So I just intervene. I grabbed him I just moved him aside. I said, listen, it's not I'm pissed. I'm like, what do you guys want to do? We did now just bitch. And I said, all right, either we all go outside, we get busy right now, or I get his drunk ass out of here, and I apologize, and you guys have a good night.
And it's not about tough or it's
Yes.
about respect.
It's respect.
But
And listen,
we're a different generation.
yes,
gotta
if
understand.
you want to get a bit, we're only
100%.
24 years old. I said, bro, if you step out those doors, I'm going to hit you. That's it. We're not going to scream and fight and
no
bicker.
talking.
No talking. If not, bro, I will shake your hand. I apologize for this drunk retard. I hope you guys have a good night.
And that's it.
That's it.
But we're from a different, and we're
Oh,
not
if
even
this is
that
back
old,
in the day,
bro.
I would have been bang, bang,
We're not
bang,
even that
bang,
old,
bang.
but we're still like There are kids out here that'll be like, yo,
Makes a
fuck,
difference.
I get
fuck
that.
you, suck my dick, all
Yeah.
this other extra shit. It's
I never
like, bro,
did that. I was like, yo, listen, the second you do that,
That invite you to the Frank stage.
that's it. If you
No
see me
bueno.
get, listen, I was either, we gonna, if I know you're screaming and yelling, you don't want to fight. It's like the dude that wants to try to fight you in the mess hall.
Right.
Is he, or in the cafeteria.
they just pop off.
Or when the
or
cell's locked.
Or you're gonna get him in the cell when nobody's looking.
So
That's
you know
that's who the real tough guy is,
So-
when nobody's looking.
right, so no one could. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
nobody's intervened. I was never the type, yo, I'm gonna call my boys.
So Lonnie, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, sorry, I run out of rants.
I'm on Facebook, Lonnie, Lonnie, Elder, ELD as in dog, ER.
All right, are you on IG too?
Yeah, but I don't fucking know my name.
All right. Well, whatever. We're gonna find you because I'm
anyway.
gonna link you in the clips and all
All right,
that too.
bet.
And you know, pass it to your people. We'll link you every clip we drop. I'll you know.
I haven't.
we'll
I think
check.
I'm on. Am I?
We'll find
Yes,
you.
yes,
Definitely on
yes,
Facebook, and then
I
we'll,
followed you on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll yeah.
So as
everything.
far as the podcast goes, it's project at Instagram project_mayhem_podcast, and my personal is Casper's_cauldron.
Yeah, just type in Frankie Anthony DeLeo. I think it's my IG is
But if
the
you-
real. Oh my gosh, excuse me. The real Mr. 1987.
But if you go to Project Mayhem Podcast, you'll be able to find.
yes,
them
you'll
all
find
legit.
us all. Everything's interconnected. You will find everything.
And this is going to be dropping next week, right? So it's going to be dropping the 15th.
Yes, but
This episode.
we'll pop out
This
clips and all
podcast.
that stuff way before
And then
that.
so
We're gonna try this new thing with the
And then
with
the-
the short versions
And then
too.
the 16th, we got Bianca coming
Yeah,
on.
shout out.
She's a medium.
Oh, I can't wait to hear those stories.
And then on the
That shit's scary. Man.
and then on
We
the
gotta talk to Lauren Paranormal about trying
yes.
to do a paranormal hunt.
And then on the 23rd, a guy that used to work at my office, this kid Carlos, that knows all about conspiracy theories.
Oh, you bringing Los over?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's gonna be on, which is gonna be really cool.
We're
You're
gonna
gonna
have
like
the
that one.
truth-seeking episode. Stop it.
Yes.
Truth-seeking.
That motherfucker could talk.
And then
Oh, we're gonna have. We're gonna,
and
we're
then
gonna talk it
probably,
up.
you know, if he's available, maybe we'll have like our
Actually, I got-
engineer on the week
Yeah,
after.
bro. We can talk some wrestling. Talk
Some DBZ and
yes.
wrestling.
Oh man.
So like you know, I
We got a nice new home. We're excited
bro.
about.
This
This
is
is
where we're
it.
gonna be
Yes.
indefinitely. I mean, we got a soundboard.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this,
that's the fucking
bro.
selling fact right there.
You want to talk about gratitude?
Yes.
I am grateful to be
And
here.
I'm happy to level up and just. It's a better vibe here.
Better vibe.
I don't feel like
So-
knocking somebody's grave out.
So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning
Thank
in.
you, guys.
You can catch us next week. Lonnie, thanks for
Lonnie,
coming.
thank you
brother.
so much,
My
brother, for
pleasure.
coming.
Thanks for
Last
having me.
second, this man came in on his own time after working, doing this thing all day. Came in and hung out with us.
Yeah. So
And I feel bad. I'm under the weather today. And
give it up for Lonnie.
Yes.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
I've been wanting to come on the show, so it's
And
not like
you come on again, bro. We
Yeah,
can do a
I would
podcast.
love to.
Thank you so much for doing this.
And with that being said, we're over and
Out.
Peace.